I going to die. This pointlessly shredded fence. Peek. Woo. Drop you sword. You dare to raise you sword me the only true prince for. Tia bet to yoke feet quickly wired. Ha. They say birds of feather, do you feel kinship with he because of your low-bred mothers, Phil? Your fairness. Watch your words first Prince Valor. Shut lip and just die you piece of trash. How? This is the sword that mother gave me for birthday. Case. Is that? Can Alma? I family. Able alarm Alma. Apologize. Apologize to dementia for what you've done. Thetis is witchcraft. A half-breed like yoke create alarm, it's impossible I'm enough. Father, this is trick to examine his sword, there has to be some kind of device. What is this disgraceful behavior between members of the imperial family? Fat knights, what are you waiting for? Now. Confine the first prince to his chambers immediately. Fat Kepi, cool, you head your chambers alone. We'll answer fop today's events later time. Release me father Fat Kepi, vac ran vac. That son of mine has committed grave mistake front of yoke, I apologize on his behalf fop his behavior I will wait to hear how the first prince takes responsibility that he attempted to swine his sword. Lombardy front of me lilac. A BS overlooked Dutch. I was hoping KE would be easygoing, damn this of course he wouldn't let of it. Now thanks to this one everything ended well and no one was. Seeing as the doling Lady Lombardy is fine. Envy. I did not expect that this detached child would draw his sword so readily. Alarm, how long have you been able to produce it? I happened to be walking, the situation looked lent. So I joined to help, that is all. This is first time wielding alarm. Well that's fine, it's not important is it? Yes sunline alarm what? Seems that this finding festival has been the setting of many fortunate events, excuse me I almost died now whole. Her and seeing as son rescued you daughter. Callahan some wolf. All. Got you other son almost killed Meiji. How about it Callahan, we can't take back the past so not move forward positive direction. I'm not slope that I understand yoke meaning yoke majesty. Since yoke daughter and second son are of similar age, Sim saying that they should be playmates sale. Seeing them side by side like this they make quite suitable pair, ha. What is this nonsense? When children of the same sex are assigned to be playmates they often walk the path of political together. But when the children are of opposite sex, it's basically the same as betrothal. Apologies you majesty Tia. This seems inappropriate. Understand that the first prince is already playmates with grandson I. If both princes of the imperial family become playmates with Lombardy children, the other nobles will not look upon this kindly. More importantly, die to the first prince's brutality. Granddaughter is shock, I request that you excuse this point. Of course I'm sure that it was lot to handle fop child who has yet to even debt society. That is fine, we discuss the idea of playmates later date. Safe travels. Thank yoke you majesty. Now Tia let's smile. Oh, hole. Daddy Callahan I apologize. What happened Callahan mustard? Are able to stand. Ha. It's nothing leg just fell all. Wipe. That's strange paid isn't it? Should we summon the physician? It's likely nothing. I believe leg just fell asleep. It's starting. First half of his body stops responding and then it spreads quickly. Until all the muscles stop working, ultimately leading to suffering and painful death. Trenbrola, the disease that killed father has begun. Family. Take welcome back this way please. Ah, the banquet isn't over yet. There's no need, there is nothing more important than your welling lord. And the physician we've contacted Dr. Valley, he said KE will be over as soon as he gathers his instruments. You don't need to poppy father give yet to fall seriously ill, I'm sure that leg has just fallen asleep. I knew this would happen after all of that overworking fop the stop. Did I not warn about you health? You've piety father, I should have listened to yoke, huh? There's no need to poppy, I'm sure this is nothing. This family. This. What is yoke diagnosis hesitant? Well, it's too early to draw any final conclusions. Said you don't feel any pain yoke legs, I don't it. Feels more like let us completely missing donkey. Would move you toes fop me, it's little difficult. Dr. Valley's medicine isn't whip out whip. Cure, all it does is extend the time father sleeps to assist with the discomfort of having paralyzed limb. Month from now the other leg will also stop responding. Another month and his paid limb will be paralyzed. And finally the left. Everything below the neck will be paralyzed, making breathing itself tortuous. All I could do was pay. Please kill dad. If there is movie omelette, Kim offer any longer, hash far tia. Florentia. Ah. Oh. Goodness, tia daughter, have been shocked. It's all right, daddy's leg is simply misbehaving, there's no need to poppy, sweet little girl, I promise. Just pray again. There's no way I'll let that happen. Yes, daddy, then we'll have to wait too on old picnic, won't we? Yes, once daddy's feeling better we'll we're even more wonderful same. We'll take the biggest picnic basket with, okay. Fight finger. Haven't even had chance to wash, take whole mistress to bed changed, got yes you grace. Key. Up. Larry. Yes. Prepare pen and paper while I change, summon the servant responsible for delivering communications. As well. At this hold lady, yes, I'm going to send letter O to the academy as quickly as possible. Now tell truthfully. What is your diagnosis? I hesitant. I believe it is Trenbrola. That is impossible. I know it is difficult to hear his symptoms fall within the scope of what is known. As you know, it is rare illness, but if it is paired illness, then how know from single examination? Father Tia has only just left the room and Dr. Calm. I know that Trenbrola is incurable illness. If so, how time do I have left? Lord Troop, please be honest. After symptoms arise, the average is about half years. I understand. However, since it may be difficult fop to make final diagnosis with single examination, if it is all paid with yoke, I would like fop you to visit again the morning doctor. Yes lop, then I'll bet going. Take. Not, it can't be Trembler. Yoke, not impossible. Valley is growing senile, his old or ambled. Father. We will summon different physician tomorrow to take look. You've still Moline Callahan, there is no reason fop have such wretched illness a father. What is it if I don't recover? Callahan. Please take care of dementia. She's still very doling there. This conversation did not happen. How you already be thinking of such things as father. If it is trend polar, then there are many things I list been arranging and many things I prepare for. Squeeze. So that child will be safe once I'm gone. That is what I have been doing as her father ale and what malt tin. Talon to do. Pete. How ask such thing as son to yoke own father? This is all case of the worst scenario father, ha. I'm soppy father. Please lend me yoke support. Iphigenia is grand to be daughter and one who carries the Lombardy name. No matter what happens, I will protect that child, thanks you. Kind smile. Then please summon Sip Clerical. Dementia is the sole hair of the clothing stole. There are many things I list discuss with Sip Clerical to ensure that everything is over. Tomb. Money. It will be all Arietta Shank. He'll be strong so that I leave this wood confident that out child will be protected. This family. Knock. Oh, dementia. You went to change you clothes, come here back. Ha. A doctor told me what the problem is, Tia. It seems daddy's Lees were surprised attending banquet fop the first time long time. He said it won't trouble me fop long, daddy will be better soon, so you have nothing to poppy about. Or, miser. Scared daddy is he doesn't want to worry me when I'm young, order to reassure me keep. There I know we're surprised I'm soppy Tia, it will be all Pierce pay pat. Not farther. 3 weeks you paid legs and 2 months all of you limbs will be paralyzed and then gradually you will grow. And you'll die top TL Pole's death before 3 months pass and tail I won't let like that this time. I promise. Family. Grow. Founding festival right incredible His Highness isn't even 14 yet from what I heard the first. Prince just barely finished basic swords worship practice recently Wiper. We may be serving once in a lifetime prodigy as old master. You Majesty the second prince is clemently practicing. You Majesty please black. Case. Yoke, how dare you dare pick me? A nothing but trash born from lowly peasant how dare disrespect me? Die. I let her hit me once that should be enough. That hands should I cut it off? Nesri. Should have died with your mother. Those ape harsh words Empress. Your Majesty. You let's see or all right. Yes. Call the physician how the Empress of this nation have such shape hands, ruble equals. And Empress did you call the second prince? Half of the blood that flows through the second prince's veins is mine. Does this mean that the imperial blood is also lowly? Ha! How could that be however? Is it not also that the other half of his blood is lowly if not how could common palace maid climb into the bed of her betters without knowing her place? Most importantly you Majesty I too have heard of what happened during the founding festival. It seems were harsh on Astana. Hashes what context? That thine came from mere maid. And that Lombardy girl's mother wasn't money lowbred nomads the founding festival celebrating the rise of this noble empire they dared to disrespect and point. Sword Astana the rainfall hair that yourself first acknowledged. Those the prestige of the nobility may have fallen one states is what maintains order the empire. How is it then that you Majesty only defends that lowly thine? Regardless of her blood that child has been permitted the Lombardy name prince of this empire. Should know to brine the Lombards on his side should I be proud that he called unnecessary strife. Always do around the Lombardy. As they use the power of their money to do as they please the citizens of this empire. Acknowledge the trellis as the masters of this empire you your Majesty and you bloodline. Your recti the masters of this empire or the trellis you'd do well to remember that it was the Lome bards who put the trellis on the throne not Abenaki. Empress do you know what it is that Lilac Lombardy will never permit not forgive the answer is any harm to his kind. Where do you think things would be now if that doling Lombardy child's blood had been spilled yesterday? Do you think scolding Astana public would have been enough to assuage his anger bench? It is only because the second prince stepped forward to stop Astana that I was able to salvage the situation. Pat at addition everyone has forgotten about Astana's cold behavior because they are praising the second prince's skills. To think Ki would toddle off to hide behind his mother's skirt and tattle when Ke should be thanking the second prince's wretched child. Your major I praise again after revisiting the situation. Well done second prince. It was nothing to take care of pathetic despise. True opponent is okay, only. I received message from the Lombards. It seems Callahan has fallen ill. What do you think second prince? About visiting the Lombardy estate place. Look this Hoz. I thought it strange that Ki would reveal his hand just to rescue the Lombardy child but fop his gaze to change. So drastically this is quite the useful setup Hex. Before you, I write letter. Be sure to deliver it to the head of the Lombards without fail Mew. I will make Callahan's daughter your playmate. This family, who is coming? His Highness the second prince the Imperial Palace just sent word. Mr. John said that since that message was left for the Chamberlain and you lady-in-waiting it's likely that the purpose of the second prince's visit is to speak with you and his grace have to hurry. Lady the second prince left around Tater Saucer. The same time so hell alive any moment wait would Perez come to see. The Imperial Palace is the domain of the Emperor. Now that Perez has proved his use the founding festival KE should be safer inside. Other words, the moment he steps foot out of the palace it wouldn't be surprising for him be attacked the Empress's faction their current vexed state. And Ke knows that is Ke coming Keri did the Emperor force Kim to Lady Do, and the prince know each other USAID his name so easily. Oh, alone the way well also know Yamaha. He and I have been exchanging letters all this time. You don't mean the letters with the Bosnia flower? Okay, oh goodness that's the second prince is coming here murmur. Well I'm slow his main purpose is to see grandfather. Let's finish and head out. It would be ridden to keep the eldest waiting. Greetings Your Highness we have been awaiting your arrival on. Thank you Fop Yoke warm welcome Lady Dementia. He's still following instructions to act like strangers front of other people. Servants of Viewed Laurels and Flint Channel are all present they be wondering the second prince. Of all people has suddenly come to the Lombardy duchy. Talc. This also means that nothing good would come of letting anyone else know that the message was directed to me specifically unfortunately. Grandfather already has price appointment please allow me to escort you to father's drawing room. Fop now. This way Yoke Highness. Now then, what exactly brought all the way here because I wanted to see Yoke Tia. I'm being serious. The official reason is to ask after Yoke father's well-being it's true that I wanted to see Yoke and Castle. I was also ordered to deliver this to the head of the Lombardy family. The melted gold sealing this letter and the emblem pressed into it handwritten letter the Emperor. What are doing Perez? The Emperor's correspondence is always priority it should be delivered first it's decreed law. He said he wants to make playmate. Freeze. Ke said that if you're playmate then I see mope often. He also said that it would be easier to invite to the palace. Freeze. That damned Emperor grandfather firmly rejected idea, Andre still wants format happen apple. Bello is already the first Prince Astana's playmate making me the second prince's playmate as well. The Emperor clearly means to drag Bello's father Viewed and father into the first over the throne. And set them against each other. Split within the Lombardy family this will serve as the perfect opening to the many eyes always on our family. Waiting Fop the chance to take down there's no way do no hint. Ina my trainer business will escape unscathed the process. Fence. Plenty. Arp. Perez. What a done. You feeling anxious about being playmates? I don't need anything that you difficult position no matter what it is. Saint Stilly are you out of yoke mind you can't do this to the Emperor's letter you'll get trouble. When you Bellini. It is as Tia says. Daddy how did you? The second prince came to see me didn't he of course I arrived to greet him and I heard the conversation thrower the door Yoke Highness. Thank you Fop putting Tia first however. Nov. This was not our adequate way of handling the situation. Handwritten correspondence from His Majesty is no different from his word nothing good will come of treating such letter this way should anyone find out. Daddy I clean it. That not only goes Fop Yoke Highness also Fop Tia and father. I will handle this matter myself. 9 on Daddy I take it to Grandpa and Tia. This is matter related to daughter. It is natural Fop me to step as you parents Daddy is all. However, it's true that I would usually ask Yoke opinion this time I would like to listen to Daddy. If possible Soak. How does daughter feel about that? Okay with that I'll listen to you Daddy. Good, thank Yoke honey. Then I will and speak with father please make yourself home Yodel Highness half. Never mind be careful Daddy. Not. I will me. From the moment the door opened until it closed against. The shock glimpse I caught of father's back looked broader and more reliable than anyone eases the entire world. Father will likely agree to the playmate offer otherwise he wouldn't have taken all the pieces of the letter with him. Me. And using what remains of his life as collateral tell they to convince grandfather. Not Fop the prince or the empire or even the Lombardy name, for me his daughter. to ensure that he'll be protected after he's gone. Don't. Much. I'm not crying. I made promise to father this life I will absolutely wear the dress he picks out. Attend the debutante ball. So I won't. I'll care father of his illness no matter what. This family. So he tore this without hesitation fop the sole reason that it dementia difficult position. There isn't single thing to approve of about him that is good As her father I do wonder when they got so close. The second prince, Chuck. The first prince's house on his mother's side, those incenses may be conniving weasels, it is fact that they pushed out the Blown family and solidified their position as the grand noble house of the West Eye. And since the first prince's mother is the empress, no matter no recklessly behaves as long as it's short of rebellion, his supporters will remain film. Contrast the second prince has nothing. Have thought about this, your decision could put Florentia even greater danger. Have. Father, we can't avoid the stop lowering old heads and holding our breath. Do you think Vise will look on your daughter with pity? Of do think he will find help stumbling? Block his goal to bet closer to the imperial family. I thought that if I grew stronger and gained mope power, that if I could shelter her from the stop things would be fine. The second prince said that he doesn't want anything to put dementia difficult position. I could tell from those words that no matter what come will always dementia's safety first, no matter how strong the encroaching stop may be. I know that this may be called to say about the second prince when he too is only child. It doesn't matter if it's selfish, if it will help Tia anyway, then I want to secure it fop help no matter what it is. Do you mean to say that it wasn't enough to request kelp? That's enough of that of Florentia's father, so we will do as you wish. Playmate is playmate, it won't cape any deeper meaning than that. I will handle the response to veins and the preparations fop dementia to the palace need only focus on you recovery. If we gather all the best doctors the empire, I'm sure they will find the clue fop single illness. That is what the Lombardy fortune is, where fop cheap. Thank you very father. Family. What do yoke that is? You can't be serious, is this tried really Callahan? Yes. Yes Lord, give completed 3 checkups. So I certain of course despite their tumultuous relationship, it's expected that Lord Vise would be devastated to hear that his little brother has fatal illness. There's no need to give hope yet Lord. Viewed. Recently there have been studies the academy to delay the illness via Bwa ha ha hi. I don't. Trenbrolchi ha ha ha. Great fantastic, this is seen from the heavens. Queen. Delay the diseases whatever fop we. Listen to me doctor, isn't Trenbrol very painful illness so that it's worse to survive once yoke body has been paralyzed? How I call myself big brother to beloved Callahan, if I let Kim suffer such fate I can't allow that. Of course not. Lloyd viewed, I'm saying that you shouldn't draw out brother's pain with unnecessary things, do you? Understand squeeze? What a saying, if his grace hears of this will be furious with yoke all. And yoke, do you think father will forgive fop being the one to spill the news of Callahan's illness? Lord Vise said wanted to kelp for Callahan, because he's yoke little brother. Use yoke brain doctor at. Callahan may have caught father's eye briefly now that things have changed I would slowest that and all the staff reconsider exactly who you should be loyal to if you want to keep yoke jobs. Tia. Went. Florentia. What are you thinking hard about that? Didn't hear me calling you name stare. Oh, plenty, I was showing him around the garden. Soppy. There's something on mind Ungava. Rit. Stare. About Lord Callahan's illness feel. I know I was told that he broke his legs that day he didn't show any signs of trouble with his movements until the moment fell. After I arrived you've only been looking herbology books, nothing else, only that. It terrible. Isn't there anything I do? I heard that there ape lot of things you do. If you mention the name of the imperial family you summon the imperial physician of I talk to Caitlin and bet you any book you need. That's piety. Perez was there when father's symptom first appeared. Clerical told me that everyone who was present when doctor mentioned trendpole was ordered to keep it secret. Of course. They were held to secrecy. If anyone catches wind of father's illness, it will damage the clothing business. Car. That means it would be better for fewer people to know until father recovers. Ray. Since he's smart and quick on his feet, it might be better to be honest with him than to lie and get caught. We're playmates now, after all. We're the same boat. I don't need anything like that, but actually. Keep secret, right? I'm telling because I trust that won't tell anyone else. Scotch. Trendpolic. Father has tea Kenbrola. Ah, but don't have to Poppy. I know someone who discover the care for it. She's probably on her way here now after receiving letter clench. So daddy will be fine to tell, get better and everything will be okay. It's okay, Yoke Highness, His Majesty will come Pestle soon. Ke would never abandon you, of me. Ki. All plenty if you say Tia Nov. Then here. Would like one Ki. What is this? Chocolate chip cookies out of the blue idol. This is the only thing I know will cheer someone when they're having hard time, so I made some. Before I came, Yoke made this _ yourself. Like the ruby? Don't have anything better to do, you're the prince. Huh. Thanks, I'll have one. Not. Yummy. Do like it, Beams? Not. Yeah. All this time I thought Old Fly's cook made the best cookies. Hitter, there's really nothing you can't do, Perez. I'm glad Matt. I'll make lots later. Slater's gnome not. Well, okay. Me. Gazed sky. This I knew his looks were something ever since he was little. Yes, really entwined to be fine. Yon. Money. Perez, to avoid injuring you, face doping practice squeeze. Your looks a national treasure. I can't imagine even small scar on Yoke. Pretty face keep growing. Just like this, okay, I'm serious. Huh, really? Of course, eyes you far prettier than me, Quasi. Are you making flip of me? How could I? Smile. Afar. Quo. You're pretty dementia. Juan. I family. You've pretty Florentia. Jam. Shush. Perez Yoke step freeze. Birds of feather puke. Bellow. Our all. Ha. Because I heard that the second prince came to visit Uncle Callahan. And it looks like you're both having good time. Not is he trying to again start another fight? Forget it. I already have enough on mind. I don't need to add to it dementia. There. Kyo Cook. Don't mind Kim, let's Perez. That's so Sue because the second prince came to see Kerf, so what, he's just bastard son, was. Good fop Yoke, you've got time to flirt with the second prince, that is what we're doing. Light. Do you two get along because you've both half-bloods? I guess. Yoke lowborn blood spoke to each other. Silver, her. Stop, take. Below you, really dumb. Don't tell me you already foot. Grandfather told you not to come anywhere near me, and he banned you from calling me half-blood. It's only been 3 years, you already forgot. Ha, I'm embarrassed to have such idiot as cousin. Did call me idiot be below? And low-born, then what does that make you when you're so far behind me? If I'm half-blood, then you be leftovers. Oh. And did no insulting the second prince, you've also insulting the imperial blood that ruins. Thriller him weak. Tremble. Now then, what did you say to Perez just now? Shut. Ha, where's your evidence? Where's your evidence that I said anything? And should be worrying about Yoke self. Running Yoke mouth like that when wouldn't last single pinch. How long do think you'll live like this? Puke. I guess Ke use his head little if he's biplane evidence. Anyway, if Ke wants to talk about strength, Perez, bet rid of this. Glom. Gave squirm Amalia. It wasn't just rumors away. The simplest way to handle is to show him stronger power. Ci. Weak. Haas. Come, we're craned. Hurts. It's okay. Let's play together. We had some books, would like that. Smile. Smoke sake, hop hop hop. Hug. There's no need leave Crane to fall under their influence. Stroker. Crane. Unlike Stalin. Was quite bright, but because Ke wasted time following that little crew, no one knew of his potential. Until after he enrolled the academy. EV. Come to think of it, since House came to Lin before he graduated, he couldn't have lived very easy life either. How could let you naive little brother get involved this mess? Glare. This is Yodel. Last warning below. Better watch your words. If you don't want to your mouth right into something you can't handle, that is what? And yoke Stalin? #UK. Munch. I have no idea you've still following below around after what happened 3 years ago, you ape. Cousin. So this is first and last bit of advice to yoke. Following below will bet you know where I'd find new leader to follow. Let's got Crane Perez. Okay Tia. Dementia. What kind of books are we going to ready? What do you want to ready? Crane. I have all sorts of books. Library. I like books with nights warm content. Tremble. AAAI. Halt. Hits strange, I doubt. Forgotten grandfather's warning. So what was he thinking coming all this way to pick fight? Tia. Nothing. Let's Perez. Right. I don't have time to waste on flies like Kim. It's been over 10 days since I sent that letter to the academy. Any day now. Phew. J.A. Estival. Lady Florentia team. Welcome back. Thank FOP coming. Days after father's symptoms started, entire finally arrived. This family. I already had chemist's room prepared for entire ahead of time. This is all for to use as like. Goodness lady. Last life it took 5 years. For entire to create the treatment the academy. Oh. This life thanks to grandfather and brothel's recommendations shall be able to focus without the hazing of other chemists. Father will definitely get better. Top, so I thought. Absolutely not. Smile. If the care could be discovered, little Bill who spent 3 years the academy, then would countless doctor have failed to treat Trenbrole and call it incurable disease. Are they all quacks and liars? Not to mention she just happened to be looking into cup fop tqenb pole the academy. She spent her precious time the academy studying rare disease with barely any patients. What coincidence. You Grace, there is undeniable difference between treating disease and creating ointment. As the resident doctor of the Lombardi family, it is duty to prioritize Lord Callahan's health and well-being. Therefore I could never allow the use of amateurs experiment on Lord Callahan. It's ridiculous to think about. She's nowhere near doctor. It's true that the research into Trenbrolec the pulp academy began to show great promise. Don't tell me that this is all this little witch has been doing. If that medicine improves Lord Callahan's state, even little, then position were the Lombardi. It isn't as though there ape any other options. Dementia. This family. Understand doctor distrust though, he taking more hardline stance than expected. After all, I'm the only one who knows FOP certain that Elvira's medicine will be able to treat in Trenbruhot. The fact is that when it comes to incurable disease, one that guarantees death no matter what person tries, neither the trustworthiness of treatment nor the side effects of medication matter. Whether this medicine will be used or not really comes down to you. Said so yourself, doctor. Everyone who has tried to clue this disease has failed. Then you don't have any other solutions, do yoke? It's best to treat each symptom individually. I don't think entire has any reason to lie. As said doctor, keep studies are sponsored the Lombardi family. What reason does she have to harm daddy? So daddy, I would like to trust Elvira's medication chance. The recipient father's will. I heard that rushed here after receiving Tia's letter. Got as someone who has been blessed the grace of the Lombards, it was the only natural course of action. If you don't mind, I would like to see the research material and the list of ingredients that were liked yoke medication. I would like to ferry myself what went into it, seeing as I will be the one taking it. Ah, if you look here you see. The medication-less herb called rose as the main ingredient along with combination of various other heps underscore the results of the combination, and the side effects are listed on this page aren't. I'm not familiar with many of these heps underscore. The descriptions of the herbs be found here, and further information be found checking the books mentioned the footnotes. I see this research material certainly gives me confidence whole medicine. However, I would like to be thorough about decision. I would like to take the best of the day to look. Those the books listed the footnotes before I take the medicine. Would that be all piety? Yes, of Colonel Team. This is madness. How make decision load Callahan? Will absolutely regret this. Imp. Will be all piety. Will really be all paid to use. The truth is, the feeling other foot has been strange since this morning. It's likely that. Smile. With the situation being what it is, I think it would be better than doing nothing like Tia said it. Isn't as though there are any other treatments? And since Tia smoked keep fop sake, I would like to Elvira's skills porn. Right. It doesn't matter if the disease is progressive differently from memory once father takes lend. The medicine tell be cared, that's what matters. It's going to be okay. It should have been okay. What do you mean how the medicine not have any effect? To be exact, it isn't that it has no effect, it only seems to be half as effective as I was expected. What did I say? I said that shouldn't take that so-called medicine, it's unreliable. Dr. Lode, Callahan is testing, please lower your voice. This can't be MSS. Entire is definitely the person who created the care, and now that he's taken it father should be cared. Effective, then what do I do? How do I? She Lady Florentia. The Antenases family is trying to steal the clothing stipe. Their carriage is already headed to the Imperial Palace to request His Majesty's reappraisal of the clothing shop. What? Son. Tia off we. Gilolo Mayan. What's wrong? You've both we hear Tia sniff that Lord Callahan, squeeze, that he has Trenbrola, X. What? What are you talking about? Where did you hear that only handful of those close to father and doctor know about? This I'm certain grandfather would have instructed them to keep silent, so how did the maids told us? Everyone's talking about Lord Callahan. What's going to happen to him? What about Yoke Tiptoe? Damn it. If the staff is talking about it, then that means the entire estate knows. Act. Stay calm, Tap. It's imperative to keep level head times like this. I have to think how I solve this problem. Wail. Hug bestir. Yes, lady, said the medicine witty. Has some effect not as had anticipated. Tell me what the problem is as exactly and as efficiently as possible. Entire originally wanted to research treatments fop the poor. Last life Entire was purslane that research when she stumbled across the medical combination that treated Trenbrole accident a tilde Maeve. Compared to that Estival, this one is younger and less experienced. And it makes sense that she is more of novice this matter. This may be fall for focusing on the results and pushing her hesitate shuffle. Just mixing herbs together doesn't guarantee that each one will produce the same effect it had on its own. The ingredients amplify of even debate each other. And so there has to be ingredient that maintains balance. Which means the treatment needs critical ingredient to stabilize the compounded heps. Do you think that if you find this ingredient that you'll be able to complete the medicine? Nov? Yes. I'm certain of all the ingredients and their proportions. I focused on research for the last 10 years order to keep promise to Yoke Lady. The problem is that there are so many here's that into the medicine. I have been consistently experimenting. Yes, Entire would have worked diligently on request. If not, then there's no way that her medication could even have half of the desired effect on Trenbrole. Disease that has long been called incurable. Decision was pushed, it went completely wrong. Elvira's medicine isn't far from completion. Then let's slowly over memories from previous life. Once more I felt empty upon learning that the care was developed after father's death. And to fill that emptiness Elvira's interview and every single article relevant to her research. Think Florentia. What did head Wash carrot you nip job tanana bad e had Jim e chit, ow did I you up icy. EU acre migrant treat I WeChat Nara sniper NRMCARNSNN. Whenever I hit stumbling block research, I thought back to the path I walked to peach that point. I began to search herbs what I wanted to do foundational thoughts and determination did those thoughts actually help you research? Quote, Eyes they did the foundations of research have always been the medicinal knowledge from home the boots of medicinal knowledge come from the south of the empire where I grew. The knowledge and experience I accumulated back then have always helped me I had the answers all along. The path may have changed the recipe for the medicine has not perhaps the entire from back then and the one now both came across the same stumbling block their research. Since the academy is located to the north, it may have been difficult fop entire to acquire the kegs from the south that she needed I. Estival you said that because of the wide variety of heps the combinations lead to endless possibilities then let's revisit there's have stabilizing properties one I mean all the herbs from the east west north and especially they're from the south that you have most familiar with pardon. Out of sight out of mind? Ah, something entire nose hasn't recalled yet, I'm certain that's where the answer. Yes lady I'll create list as quickly as possible nod. Good you leave the important thing is to be thorough to don't be hasty and pick leaving anything out don't forget that not understood lady not. Lady fix. Okay, I know out matter is lucent as well. Alpine father's disease is more important to me than any I hope you'll understand clerical. Yes lady since we're pressed fop time let me get straight to the point then. The news of Lord Callahan falling ill with trend polar could be fatal just as we're about to join hands with the seesaws and begin expanding the business. As grand business of the empire the emperor wouldn't allow it to remain uncertain hands especially when it's become ingrained the daily lives of the citizens. Which stands to reason that the agenesses will attempt to convince His Majesty pointing out that someone continue to operate the store to reduce the potential absence and ensure that the citizens' lives continue peacefully, that someone being themselves. Their carriage is blind to be entering the imperial rounds as we speak. Furthermore now that the news of Lord Callahan's illness has spread there is another present matter to address. We placate the person who will undoubtedly be FA enraged this news. Madame Hershey. This family, the wrath of Madame Hershey. As business partner not investors Madame Seesaw should have been told the truth. It would have been fine to tell her after father recovered. But seeing how she's heard about her business partner's incurable disease peer after joining hands. She has good person to believe that we've made fools of her and her fool Madame Seesaw isn't the type to believe pump immediately not with her personality. It isn't as though the Peshaws and Lombards are strangers she will to bet confirmation directly from one way of another. That means the Peshaws have yet to reach out to while it is true that the news of father's illness has spread. This means it hasn't reached as far as the Seesaw territory. Then it isn't too late. But the Benaras moved to swipe father's business as soon as the rumors began. As if prepared fop it did the Benaras spread the flaws. But how would they have found out? I'm certain grandfather made sure to clamp down on father's state. Come to think of it that isn't the only strange thing. I'm certain he didn't forget grandfather's warning so what was below thinking when KE came to fight with me. I was wondering what gave Kim the nerve to mess with me, but KE have known that means the one who leaked the news is viewed. Even if it takes time to figure out how he learned about it and from who. Just wait once this is all taken care of I'll make sure pay. We can't risk insulting the Seesaws any more than we have as said clerical, we have to move quickly. Please meet with grandfather explain the situation and ask him to hope to the palace. Understand any carriage belonging to the Lombardi family pass straight holler to the emperor himself so we may be able to catch to the agent's family not. Then about the Seesaws I will take care of the situation with Madame Hershey. Hey clerical, every second matters. This family, Daddy. Is that Yoke, Tia? Daddy, please wake Fop minutes, I have to tell you something. I know it's hard, I'm soppy, Rays. Are you soppy, sweetheart? Daddy is the one that's soppy for sleeping all the time, smile. What is it that need to tell me, Tia? Ray. The news that you have Talbot Trenbrole has spread. What not, how, who would? Daddy. Freeze. Of I hallucinating ye? From the medication. I'm sure this is the daughter. Give seen every day, but how is it that she suddenly seems like adult? I want to explain everything. We don't have time, so we'll get straight to it. Please write letter to Madame Hershey. It is simple letter, you have to apologize Fop not telling her sooner about Yoke, state that you've sending this letter via the hands of someone you fight civet to inform help that you are the process of focusing on your health, so to please trust and wait little. That's all have to write. Hug. Tia. Once this emergency passes, will you tell me everything then? Beloved child, sweet daughter. When did it, being the child who see to enjoy sitting quietly side with book, stood straight and raised her voice and triggered all sorts of things I could never have imagined and began to wear expression that I had never seen on her face before. Should I simply believe that she has matured quickly? Not, it's possible that child has secret that I don't know about, secret that she had to keep even from me because I we Levine. Because I failed to be someone she could rely on. But Tia, you know, don't Daddy will always believe Yoke, no matter what, whatever it is, will always have support. Yoke. Yes, Daddy, no. I promise to tell everything. That is all I wanted to hear. Tia, who do you plan to have delivered this letter? Aunt Channel. If it comes from Auntie, then I'm certain that Madame Seesaw will listen. Che. Thank Yoke, Daddy, it's going to be okay. Fran, say that again. Load antennas. Callahan has what? Trengpolar, you Majesty. Ascertain it could be mistaken hearsay. This came directly from Tilda Way _ Callahan, Doctor, we've waited here Fop 4 holes Fop Yoke Council to finish so that we could inform Yoke Majesty as soon as possible. Yoke Majesty, you make decision. TQENB polar is incurable disease, the only heir to the clothing stop. Is Little Bill ready-made clothes a critical part of the citizens lives it? Then the person Callahan body was like that. The founding festival was because you praised clothing stole and even awarded him Order of Merit. Other words, if the clothing stop that has become one of you Majesty's legacies were to collapse, it will undoubtedly harm the citizens of this great empire. You want me to allow the agent's family to manage the store, is that piety? The stop isn't one that just anyone manage properly, only we Agenises are capable of managing something on such grand scale. This is all to prevent chaos from spreading throughout the empire and also to ensure that Yoke legacy will continue to thrive. You Majesty, it would be out honor should allow its soul. I will need some time to consider this. There is nothing to consider, Your Majesty. You Duke? How dare! Callahan is undergoing treatment this time. He will make recovery shortly. So there is nothing Fop to dopey about, whole Majesty. Treatment Trendpolar is incurable. There is no treatment most the coming season. Callahan will. That is the past. New treatment has been developed. He is making a rapid recovery. Impossible. This is lie, You Majesty. How there suddenly be cup when there hasn't been one all this time? Possible. How Callahan Lombardi make recovery? If it meant taking over the clothing store, I was prepared to endure Lilac's path. The profit from the store would have been well worth whatever Lilac attempted to retaliate with. If Callahan really does survive. What if Callahan does not recover? Then what is your plan? Don't misunderstand. The Emperor, it is to this empire to consider all possibilities. We Lombards ape not so poor that we cannot afford to develop single care should something wrong. Then we will invest out wealth and trade connections to continue the clothing stock business. Of course that will be necessary. Eek. Well then I will wait Fop. Now it would be improper to treat Callahan like corpse when he is alive. And well skin not. Loyola Majesty, please hear me out. Wise decision, You Majesty. Whole pie is for Yoke. Rue. Take disrespect you've shown barking into his majesties like that. Disrespect have lost you head along with your sense of shame perdido, seeing as how you've forgotten the vow between the imperial family and the Lombards. What? Page. And let's say I disrespectful. Then what would that make yoke divine your feet into his majesties to steal the business of ill man? Nesh sees. Do have answer load Anginus? Lot. Nate shape threatening I praising yoke you are far braver than I believed you to be, yes very brave. Yoke mere Anginus, daring to use son's illness to mock and swindle this Lombardy. I knew that Lilac would lose his mind if I curt his family, but I so afraid how come? The take she are having regrets, yes I would think so take. Ah lord. You should continue to secret this moment going forward, continue to think I shouldn't have touched Callahan's business that time nigh. Oh ho, it's been while Duran bandmaster. Got ape, not now, after all you will have many more things to apologize for the future. Win, look forward to them. I will certainly make it happen. Family. Man, as if it wasn't enough to hear about our business partner's illness from another, you brine me. This scrap of paper now lie of apology. Shall I take its stride, since invalid sent hands written letter? Is this how the Lombards treat their business partners? Our apologies fop not informing sooner Beau. He planned to tell me when the time was plenty, and when was that? When he dies and little girl who has yet to reach adulthood inherits the business. Of was it after those vultures descend on the business like flock of locusts and devil it down to the foundation key hid? Is illness out of concern fop his daughter? No dare key fill this letter with. So worry over is alerter while treating position and responsibility for the entire seesaw house so lightly. Hal, and now he shamelessly wants me to trust Kim will come to visit me. If this isn't mockery of me, then what is it? Apologies few, never mind, you only find out yourself just before yoke travels. What would it serve to interrogate you here? Got however channel. I dolt that you rushed here a day simply to deliver this one letter. If you have something to say to defend you brother, you may speak. Please auntie, don't go. Just as daddy's sister, but as channel Lombardy. That child's prediction was accurate. Did she anticipate this situation? Student that the Lombards have been sponsoring has been researching cure for Trendpolic the academy. She arrived the estate few days ago with the care hands. Does this mean that Callahan will recover? Ke is undergoing treatment the moment. She isn't lying. If the disease could be clued simply student's medicine, then would it be called incurable? Undergoing treatment, and if I were to be stabbed, the back trusting you words, what then? Ahead, antennas have already rushed here ready and willing to join hands and jump into the foray oak. As expected, those Angeluses. Madam Flint, I feel certain that have watched how the Lombards repay those who their trust all of these long years. I won't want you time. Callahan is both the founder of the Callahan clothing store and the son of the head of the Lombardy House, Lilac Lombardy. The Lombards have never disappointed those who their trust. Old house. Even now I trust that Callahan is doing his utmost to beat this disease. However, if things become unavoidable, then please trust the Lombards. We would never let the business that out Callahan built with his own hands crumble without fleet. Tell Callahan not to poppy about things on this end and to focus on his recovery. I will come to visit him soon. Phew. Yes, I will be sure to let him know this isn't because he's done anything piety. I don't believe this treatment of either. However, Omar had it would be wiser to trust the name of the Lombards who stand behind their kind over those sneaky Angeluses. Thank yoke Madam Flint. I certain that Callahan will feel similarly about you. Graciousness. Guy. Enough. I didn't make this decision to hear flowery words channel. Since you've come all this way, let me add one more thing while you're here. Tell that husband of holes that we seesaws have no interest selling old mines, so he stops with the attempts to change old mines. It's brownie quite bothersome vet. Did you say mines? It has been 3 weeks since we were able to overcome the antenna Sershaw matter with the help of grandfather and flint channel. However, they were still only temporary solutions. Everyone knew that the only way to solve this matter was the development of cure. But it was still the all, and while father's condition only grew worse. The day I was to enter the palace arrived she time. Welcome Tia. Gork. Key Perez had. Welcome to Folk Palace. Let's. Where? Give prepared something fop yoke. It's probably meal or party of some thine dumb like that. I'm already busy defending father, I don't have time to waste pretending to be buddy-buddy with thee, prince. I shouldn't have agreed to be Perez's playmate. Law. Wow. Perez these are. This is Folk Palace's library. I asked Caitlin for help to gather books and botany reports related to Trendpolar. This is as many as I could get. Let's look fop information about Trenbrol together. We might have more with both of working together instead of struggling alone. Let's do this together dementia. This time I'll be the one to help yoke. This family, said gathered as many as could minus acid o NASCAR a melt see I'm train can eeu man uni luau each less than. Her tumor ecru e mam you know e tilde Maria third and L cut find a papa all. Where did these come from? Book that give never seen even the Lombardy Library. Shouldn't this be museum? Some are from the Imperial Library. The books over on this side were already here. All. Perez, have you maybe been researching Trenbrole on Yokon Juan? Fly. Yes, been worried probably ever since KE stopped the estate to deliver the Emperor letter. He's been thinking of me and how hard I'm working to make father well again. Thanks Perez Owlet. Pierce, it's not like me to let entire do all the work and sit around twiddling key I we a man egg. We e of Moden as d. Paris 17 tilde y. At, abi until Candia we. Kai tilde ilia say you rain tilde in LXA Haiti agi min quips tilde it kid nc greater than a hignorf aura l hashtag turn 80s anway. Then jar tilde again metal him me Alice then e font high. Unchaste Anna in Lucian I. I should use this time too and find the last piece of the puzzle to cry. Oct. So tired are you having hard time Tia? After father's illness developed give been dealing with all sorts of problems and worries sorry lady. See ha his Arabs miblgnfkn Jehoash owing unfearing 9 amen. Plant gi. And haven't slept well, so stamina is really all-time low. But this is fop father I won't give easily mo media. Flow goer. Tia take look this ya. What is it safari? That's. Hashtag LNESDRUs EAI as see Bosnia has a sweet taste and can be eaten tour of dried for medicine lot ask. He all suck the flower local liberal lie elk usually. The Bosnia flower. It seems like it also be used as medicinal hedge. I didn't see anything about this the books give. Head before. Oh ho, it tastes good, and it is used medicine clear eyes. Will the Hassa be and tour of I can't head it Bosnia flower sweet taste in eaten dried for medicine? Goodness I'm really not. Good state after all press. Don't overexert yourself Tia. Look she. You've pale should take break. Do you remember what I wrote letter that this year's the Bosnia flowers faded once and began to bloom again? It's only been months since they began to bloom second time. There may be some blooms left. Would you like to see them together? I family. Over here. This is where I saw a lot of the blossoms. There really aren't very many left huh? Ah, just so you know if you continue down this path you'll reach the central palace gardens run up. Ah, let's never to there. I'm bad that we could come before they all faded give always wanted you to one tier lack. Have taste imp. Did it easier and again just now but don't put your face close, K? Glow tilde Maulana. MRE, _ I have to give Kim warning of something soon. He doesn't have any understanding of the power his looks hold. If it was someone else KE did that too I'm sure they would have fallen head over keels to that face and given him every down to the lint their pockets. Oh, Wow, it's good sebum shutlight. Mew chew subtle. What? Do you keep looking me? Nothing smile. Thinking that red really is yolk color what? Saw. Ah, huh. Honestly sound just like Lorraine I look perfect red fop both of to say the same thing Pat do until. Anyway, shouldn't we start heading inside the is overcast? And it looks like it's going to rain soon is monsoon season not. Once it rains the few Bosnia flowers that ape left will probably fade to that shame there will be. Plenty again next year's snap. This is all there is peer now next year's ill present you with bullet of the first Bosnia flowers. Of the spring. You'll come back the spring won't yoke. Of course. They say lesser things flock together, and it looks like it's tried. Freeze. This voice. The first prince you. What is it? You've never once come this way before. It's not as though I only come once blue moon there isn't single place on palace grounds where is. The legitimate prince can't. I'm not low class like yoke. Perez stop. I'm not slope what heard to brine you all the way here whole highness Perez and I are playmates. It isn't strange all fought me to visit Perez's palace to do as his playmate. Now since we're done with old stroll we'll head back okay. Let's got Perez. Listen to me Perez he isn't worth it'll only Lin yoke day dealing with him tilde water. From what I hear Callahan Lombardi's on his deathbed because of his disease freeze. What? His so-called daughters fawning over some boy the palace. Meet you aren't actually his daughter. Family. From what I hear Callahan Lombardi's on his deathbed because of his disease his so-called daughters fawning over some boy the palace. Maybe you aren't actually his daughter? This family. Stop it. If father were dying from disease I wouldn't leave his side fop instant sure. Then again what would low-bred children like you know of there's reason you've lowly after all you. Highness. Oh, that's piety mother did say. Lowly things will roll around with anyone and then attach themselves to noble bearing the seed of. God knows who they have no shame. That's enough yoke highness what is it Lombardi wench did I hit some spot I see since no one knows where yoke nomad mother came from must have some suspect. Tia, you don't need to draw you sword every time someone makes commentary like that. I told yoke didn't he's waste of time. What did you just call me you highness? I will take yoke words just now to mean that a truly and greatly concerned fop father. Vow. And. Did you hit me? Me since I have thanked fop yoke concern. It is only paid to return insult with appropriate reaction. Yo. I will tell mother not his majesty everything how dare lowborn bastard like you lay hand on member. Of the imperial family? Yes, please do. What? Please tell his majesty exactly what happened. I will also be sure to convey exactly what's said about sick father and about deceased mother as well. As about me dementia Lombardi or. I will be sloped to repeat to grandfather every single word that you said. We will be going then akin. Calusa. Excuse as. Wait that's not I didn't mean to go that far. It's just that keep ignoring me only spend your time with that lowly maid's help. Tia wait Tia. Tia I'm fine Perez Tia are crying. I'm not going to because of someone like him not ever. I'm soppy I was the one that suggested walk. Is that you fall it's because he's jerk and scoundrel. Forget if it's not like paid dough is selective about whom ke bites more importantly I have favor to ask. Since it's true that I laid hands on member of the imperial family I'll be punished I'll probably be lingered house arrest so. It's fine I already thought about that before I did it rib. I actually think it's better I stay daddy's side without interruption. So Perez if it's okay with yoke I borrow few of the books I couldn't finish earlier. Since I can't finish looking through them all today, I want to keep looking once I get home. I'm really useless to Tia not. Hey ape you making that face at? Yeah. Let me pick out which books to take with me. It's not like I take you entire library matter torta. Where was that page about Bosnia flowers? I should have asked Perez to bookmark it. Oh, Abel found it. Let's see. Bosnia flowers are only found the very southern tip of the continent. The flowers, leaves, and roots all have different medicinal properties. These include reed. Wow. Every part of it is useful. How is it that this plant isn't better known? Honestly, this country needs to do more research outside its capital. The Bosnia flower is most potent when the flower's leaves and roots are all used together. While the exact mechanism is unknown, it has stable amplifying effect on other medicinal he's when used together. KFC. Stable amplifying effect on other herbs. So what you're saying, Estival, is that this red powder is the main ingredient that sets you special ointment apart from other. Yes. Is it really expensive or hard to come? Not. This is common help around hometown. It only blooms fop short time the spring and fop this kind of sea. You'd have to use the flower's leaves and roots scratch. It's most effective when freshly gathered. It's hard to preserve that state, so I dried it and ground it into powder before I came to the capital. Didn't have chance to use it when I was learning about other herbs under mentor. I bet to use it now. I'm glad that the results came out well. The foundation of research has always been the medicinal knowledge from home. The boots of medicinal knowledge come from the south of the empire where I grew. New era. Angry Atari spit car mash. I had the answers all along. Not. Stay calm. I have to think this throne. But what if the missing ingredient is really the Bosnia flowers? Cal Pal Abel. Break. We have arrived. The Lombardy estate. Lady, please be careful stepping. Lady Dementia. Tia. Lady, you'll bet running like that. Estival. Where's Estival? Laurel. Estival, I saw her heading towards you earlier. Goodness, stop. The monsoon season has begun. Cat. Matt. Lady, please wait. Lady Dementia. Tilda. Estival. I have to confirm this with entire. This family. Tremble. No way. Has Lady Dementia returned? Not. I wasn't notified about her return. This as soon as possible. I'll send message. Wait, not. It's already late. I'll wait front of her library. What? How about supper? Lady Estia. I'm fine. Yin. Electra. I apologize. Lady Dementia. Hurt just as told me. I went over all of and I was able to find the last piece of the puzzle that might help perfect the medicine. That's except the ingredient I found cannot be obtained. Do remember if it's the special ingredient used to make the limited edition ointment Bosnia flowers? You've talking about Bosnia flowers light? The keg that amplifies the effectiveness of other herbs when its flowers, leaves and boots are mixed together. How did you know that? Here it's written. This book. I was just on way to check with Yoke. Yes, you have right. Lady, Bosnia flowers are wild flowers that only blow the south. And they're not even season right now. Tilda. Sweet. We let be able to send someone to bet them powder form dried Bosnia flowers ape far less effective than freshly gathered ones. That's I think. That's I had forgotten about them. Too many hers are used to treat trenbrole, so powdered Bosnia flowers will not do. I should have thought of it sooner. If I had thought of it least around the time Lord Callahan started to bet sick. Maybe. I'm soppy. Lady, I really am. Queen. It's fine. Entire. We get them. I know where Bosnia flowers are still around. What? How do Yoke? Their folk palace. I heard they blossomed twice this year's amazing heart. I went to see them not too long about. They're almost gone now. That's fine. There be some left still. We need to send someone to give letter to Perez. Will the remaining flowers die because of the pain? VA. Call for carriage. We to folk palace now. Hurry please. Calm down. Lady. Lady Dementia. That cat at past. Clerical. Just what is going on here? Get me carriage. The kegs needed to make the medicine fop father of folk palace brie. It's raining. It's raining so hard. Quite tulip. Quite. Lady. It'll be faster. Fop messenger to bet their horse instead of you. Bone carriage. Please tell me what I should write the letter. I'll send the fastest horse. The Lombardy estate paid now. The flowers lady dump. Tell him to pine back Bosnia flowers, even single flower is fine dear. I need Bosnia flower that's pristine from paw to petal. Did great. Soppy. You sent someone way quickly, and you tried to stop her as you could. Did great job smile. Ought, not. It's as the lady in waiting more than that. I'm worried about Kerf. She's been sitting that chair ever since Sweet came back looking the direction of the palace. She hasn't been eating either. What if the copier spills the box on his way back? What if there's cute accident? What if there really aren't too many left? If the flowers Perez showed me were the last of the Bosnia flowers. Bench. Top. Flop. That can't be. Lady Dementia. Lady. Not that tat. No way ma math mac. Can't. Perez. The crown prince came here this hop. Underscore. All himself. Key and let him know. Here Tia. Let. I brought you. Bosnia flowers. This family. Brine more cloths today with light fire the guest room too right away wholesale. Lady Florentia. This to thank Yoke clerical. Would you through the rain like that? I didn't want the pain to kill the remaining flowers. You said you needed them to heal you father. Such Lady we're ready, let's got Perez sure. You've not even gone to ask where we're going. Ill anywhere you take me use. You've real. Give prepared warm bath fop you please come this way Tia. Don't poppy it'll be warm no time. So should hope and got you said needed fresh Bosnia flowers Pierce. Ill come paid back. I know go on. Via. INBA. Lady. I heard Prince Perez Brocket the help himself now Estival much. Ooh. It's really tried. Key brought Bosnia flowers. Now save dad. Family. Lord Callahan took the potion about 10 minutes ago. We should be seeing its effect. Few helps we thank Larry. Lady Ill let you know when Yoke father starts to respond. Should best shake. I don't want to be alone. Besides shake. That one over there, underscore seems to be coming down with cold after being lit the rain pop. He's important guest who poet the help fop father I should take good came of him fop what he's done. Smile. I could never convince Yoke Lady Bahai, I'm soppy you've always working late because of me Larry. Pop not all lady I'm happy to be you side spoke. Ill be load Callahan's bedroom ill come running as soon as something happens how please do lapel. Thanks. Pop squeeze. We sent someone to Folk Palace. Caitlin and Sip don't know you've here right there's no way let you side horse thole this rain. How did Yoke bring the flowers pop I'm slope there weren't too many left to begin with and with this polling pain the best most have fallen too. People. Fella. Didn't die those the entire Folk Palace garden as soon as you received letter did Yoke it's gigantic. It most have been pitch dark with the down and the rain. And you die Bosnia with Yoke bare hands to make slow its route wouldn't get postbackle. You do of? You've the second son of the emperor would have asked someone else to find the flowers you would have. Come safely carriage covered from the rain. You die the ground with whole bare hands and rode horse those the rain what if something happened to Yoke? All because of letter I sent. Tia. Was I helpful? Yes, very I'm blade. That's all I want. Popeye. I don't want to be alone paid now one. But truthfully, I could still hear nagging voice the back of head. Sure Bosnia flowers are the paid answer what if I need some other ingredients not Bosnian will. Find other answers time. Before father's last remaining hand and loon become hardened and before his heart stops. Maybe this life, pink. Sing via in. Plan via donor. Not don't cover dad's face don't take him. Chow lady gasps. Valoral. I most have fallen asleep. What is it what's who? Male. See. Pa it's not even daybreak yet the house so told. It means something. Must's happened lady. Imp. I can't see cake. I can't their faces. Ram. Please not GI. Dad. Dad. Tia. Saw. Dad hug. How did be? How Dad said couldn't use you paid hands. It seems like Elvira's new potion is taking effect. Look, sensations been coming back slowly. Starting few hours after I took it. Tia, I think Dad will be fine now. I mean it'll be fine. Dad, yes daughter. Dad, data. It a yes, it's all better now, everything is fine. See. I'll be fine now. This family. After the care was found, it took about 2 months for father to feel better. The meantime many things happened. First, Perez caught nasty cold. And he was taken back to Folk Palace. Don't believe this, not only did run off without saying anything, but also managed to get sickly. How could you allow Colo? I also fainted shortly after due to stress and fatigue, which called Ty the mansion fop, while so spent the entire house. Arrest period lying bed. Lady Tiara gasp. Can believe this here. Smaller was the one who leaked the news about father's illness. There were plenty of witnesses, so he was thrown out of the mansion immediately. That left the Lombardi family without personal physician. I'll be entire once she graduates from the academy. But more importantly, the biggest change that happened was the grand meeting hall for aristocrats. Lombard. What? How did I filled? I had enough rest for the past few years. I decided to show some interest. Running the empire again. Will Duke Lombardi be the head of the council? Not. I didn't return to take on heavy responsibility like that. I'm too old fop that now. I just came fop something simple. It's that there's certain promise I made to someone before. Should continue to regret this moment. Bone forward, continue to think I shouldn't have talked Callahan's business that time. Look forward to them. I will certainly make it happen. There's no need to delay this any longer. Let us start the meeting right away. I hear most of the items on today's agenda are from the West. Don't we look into them details? Say. That concludes today's meeting. Yoke Grace, perhaps we have supper together. There are some great trading opportunities I heard. I'd like to invite to party we're having. Rise. Let all out proposals have been. Bustle rule feels. I apologize, we'll need to discuss it some other time. I have very important matter to attend to. Today, do have meeting with His Majesty. It's granddaughter's birthday. Pardon. Oops. I'm late. Chairman hit the gavel. Fuck. Then, meeting adjourned. B.A. Harscould. This changes the flow of the aristocratic council. This family. Be good mood. Normally can't sit still when I push you hair. Yes, of course it's special day today. Now that you see the world as one, what do you wish to do first? Tank. I heard Lady Lorraine visited Flower Garden on the outskirts of Old as soon as she turned 11. Sip filial and matrons out of the city on their horses on their 11th birthday. And Sip below. What did he do? I don't remember to till. He probably dragged Stall with him and went hinting. That Larry, she doesn't pay attention to anything unnecessary. Oh, that's right. Sol, what is yoke plan? Lady, please tell me so I make arrangements. Chatter. I want to shop. Let's see, like pretty things, so maybe buy some jewelry, not more like buy whole. Mine were precious stones come upon of. Buy some delicious foods. I'll buy the restaurant that makes the best dishes. High, be good to look around Sedate Street then. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, lady, you be quite greedy? Of course I plan to take over all of them. Ha. There, it's finished now. Lady, could you stand? Small. Cat, oh look soon pretty Cara. Thanks Larry. I know worked really hard. Fop it here. So this is the limited edition dress that's going on sale every clothing store the Empire tomorrow. Look how beautiful it is. They're only making dresses per series. No way. Clerical. I knew wouldn't even tell Larry trade secret how meticulous of this dress was made to commemorate birthday. And it makes it even more special since it's the first of the limited edition series. We've only made dresses for this series. The underscore rarer or underscore dress design is the more valuable it becomes. What? Ready-made dresses or we? To distinguish this series and time with the pleas of the new premium line targeting aristocrats, Callahan's clothing store added another idea. It's called the limited edition. Starting tomorrow, the after birthday, every Callahan's clothing store across the empire will start limited number of very expensive dress series. The exact design of each edition is secret, so are the materials involved at day selling. Unlike the premium line, which be customized to anyone's personal preference, the limited editions design is already complete as JS. But that the limited edition is invaluable here that people have already started to line front of the store's special. You're too cruel, I know it's limited edition, this makes it way too difficult for me to buy one tar. Tap well, since you've worked so hard doing hair, I'll give you tip. Branch number 3, the Imperial City Whisper. The third branch is located relatively far from where the noble families live. You chances are little better. It's just tip better very. Otherwise you'll be late. I understand Lady Fi Kentii ill send maid from the dullards paid away and Salem. Tia, may I come in sex? If. Dad. Oh, daughter. You've almost 11, you're still long way from being adult of course. I want to stay yolk side and be yolk baby forever. Thanks to Elvira's medicine, father became completely free of the Trenbrewer disease. Weak, his paralysis was completely gone, he's lost little weight. But Entire said that he's been completely cared. Orned. Father's also gone Hewlett, tasks that had been put on hold while Ke was rehabilitating. He wanted to show that Callahan clothing store could never be shaken. It seems like you've ready to go to the party. If it's all paid with yoke, could give you daddy bit of you time. Don't want to see what I got fop yoke birthday smile. I'd love to. Wow. I hope it's to yoke liking. Lies. Liz. Does this room wait house? It's so pretty. Yes, that's light. Spin. The small room you see over there is guest room. The room you facing is you bedroom, and the room on the left is yoke Ligia. Current location. Would like to take look inside? Yes. I've moved yoke library from the main hall to where I fibered. This makes it easier fop to use it as want. It's incredible. It's room deserved only fop you to use. No one enter here without yoke permission. It makes me sad that you'll be little farther from me, considering how things will become from now on. This is better. Kate. Dad to Ver. I could never lie to Dad. As I promised father last time, I finally told Kim few things when the timing seemed piety. They were simple things such as I sent Auntie Channel to Madame Seesaw and how long I've known Perez. It seemed like father could see through me with what I told him. Judging from the fact that Ke asked me for opinions about decisions concerning the Callahan clothing store. That's how the idea about the limited edition was born too. I'll come downstairs often, so you. Yes, daughter. Happy birthday. I wanted to tell you that before anyone else. Thanks, Dad. This feels like dream. Father is side on 11th birthday. And I saved his life. Shall we then, princess? Lot of people are waiting fop yoke Tia. Yes, Dad. Family. Master family. Tai, here's your birthday gift. It's stuffed bear we bought from artisan the territory. Its eyes are made out of obsidian. It take. How is it cute? You like it? Yeah. That's odd. They should know that I have no interest things like dolls. Did they buy me this? Thanks. No tap. See, I told you she wouldn't say anything. I thought she'd just toss it fop. Sleep. Tia's too nice. These boys made bet over what I'd do. Tia, you've too considerate about how others think we wouldn't give doll like this fop yoke birthday. He's left. Should expect something be fop yoke girth day. It'd make feel mope was. Think of it. Key, what we're to doing the territory. Oh, well listen Tia, we cholera old father was the real strict one board hater. Compared to the best of the relatives on his side, Ke was the nice one hater. It was suffocating weed. With more than a dozen people together, all you'd hear was their folks hitting their plates. No one would say world haters. They kept telling how ride we were of that we had no manners every time we did something. We were Nazi. To death month felt like year to chapter. Well, it does look like it's been year from how tall you've grown. If it was that hard, Fop Yoke, didn't you just come back? I know it was Fop Yoke father's vacation. Probably didn't have to stay Fop the whole months, the Schultz. Taken them loan carriage to come back. Forget it, we don't want to talk about it, let's out together git, we'll guy you present, there are so many exciting things to do downtown Lombardy, Hamas, sleep Hugh. Should never be out alone, scary things happen outside too. Well, was it scary, Fop, you too? Happy birthday, Tia, I present over there with the other bits team. It's a beautiful tiara, you'll look great wearing it, thanks Lorraine, I'll cherish it. Oh Cheney, have been reading Gook Week as you promised. Yes, I finished the books I borrowed from you last time I come over and borrow some more. Yes, I'll send more books with Larry after the banquet today, yay Tilda. Ham hung. This is great, early education is the best kind of education, pig. And once Lorraine, she's becoming more beautiful every day. You're becoming even more beautiful, Lorraine Tilda Vance Dance. Really? I can't tell. It makes me feel good to hear it, Tia Flask, you're the one who's becoming pretty. That's rail, Tia's the best. I want copper-colored hair like Yelp's, Tia, I don't like red hair, Faye. Coon. Keel, you dropped this. Take it. Thank Yoke Lady Dementia Lombardi stutter. Gasp, pardon me Flap. I just wanted to thank Yoke Lady Lombardi. Name is Gale from the House of Opposed were. Fellow Tia. Perez. _ Oh. When did you get so tall? It's only been a couple of months since we have last seen you. How that possible size pose? I bless, I'm having growth spurt, you highness. Mope, importantly, did you drop this? Oh. That's not mine, that person over there dropped it, I was giving it back to him, or is that heart? We're taking it, hesitant. Oh, thank Yoke, you highness. It's honor to me, gasps. Fine, I should head back now, Carey Bowfella. Oh, what's wrong with him? I have no idea. Maybe Kei needed to use the washroom, smile. And I feel bad I was holding him then. Someone must have made him want to the washroom even though he didn't want to before. And who are they? Oh, they're cousins, Flint's sons. This is all, and that's May and else this is, we know, the famous second indifferent. What is with their mood? Chance you've not so petty to be territorial of anything, piety flair. 9 on not all we were. It's fine, Tia. Maybe these two ape front of strangers, I'm like that too. Wow. Ha, come on, la baffled whack. We can't stand this, guys. And this is Lorraine and this is Craned. You saw Crane last time exert. At Lombardy's Rose Garden. I heart. I'm glad you remember in. It's nice to see Yoke Crane, do you remember me irks? Oh, the Aura brother. Clap shall we and something delicious together. I want chocolate. Yes, there's Kobe fountain over there, oh I rheostat. Tadybone to thee? Chocolate fountain, I'm glad I made it for Tia when I found out she liked chocolate. Ha, how ridiculous is it to host banquet of this size, Fop 11-year_old girl. You've still such oddball Callahan, don't you think you've being too wasteful dance? Brother. I'm money's meant to be used, Fop things of greater value, not Fop throwing party, Fop mere child. Of. Thank you Fop being considerate about finances, brother alert, not have any sense of using money. Since you never to chance to spend a lot of it, I hope I didn't yoke feelings. But it's to the person who earns the money to decide how to spend it. Sale. Old. What did you just? I don't think you have any position to teach me about money. Don't you agree, brother? What's going on, Kia? Is Key the same dumb Callahan that Give always known? Family. If this family. What's exine on here? Is Key the same dumb Callahan that I've always known? Key, you've out of line, Callahan. Have lost yoke mind after almost dying once. It's quite the opposite. What, while I was bed hidden from that mortal illness? Give become aware of who's on side and who's not. First thing I did as soon as I recovered was to figure out who leaked the secret. Everyone who works. The house pointed to one man. Lord Vise threatened me. He's the eldest son of the House of Lombardy. How could mere doctor like me against him? I heard you were machine. I found out I caught the Trenbrolet disease. Also wanted to take over enterprise and give it to the alienate's own brother whom I trusted more than anyone else. Tried to stab me and child the back thanks to you. I feel like I see mope clearly. Ha, ha, I have no idea what mean. Much. Yes, I'm sure of it grin. I thought I had done enough to protect Tia with the ready-made clothing, business and land that I will pass down to her later. How could I have been so complacent? This Lombardy banquet hall is the only thing I borrowed besides that the entire banquet has been prepared with own finances. If there's anything that bothers you, are home any time like. Callahan, no dare you got, please excuse me, I have some business matters to discuss now. Sums what happened, look Mew how poorly the eldest Lombardy is treated, did see his attitude, he didn't need to be so. Ke didn't accomplish as the eldest son of the family Thole, were nays. Maybe the power dynamics of the Lombardy family ape about to change wiser. OC. Tia's enemy, I won't attempt to be kind to you. I have no person to forgive him or lower myself before Kim. Oh, dear, oh how I adore Yoke. Your life light and heart rises and stars fall as I think of Yoke beauty, don't you ever forget love. I heard Juliet Amino is sponsored Callahan's clothing stop, no wonder she's looking incredibly beautiful today. Lady Amino and the second prince. It is true that anyone who's touched Callahan Lombardy's hands becomes nicely successful. Come to think of it, step we master. Isn't Callahan daughter the second prince's playmate? I guess Callahan decided to be on the second prince's side, it's safe choice. After collaborating with the clothing store, the seesaws are already expecting to pay triple the income tax they paid last year's. I guess this makes it even more important to bet on Holby the next head of the Lombards before the next emperor is chosen. Well, it is between the first of third sons. It seems like the imperial palace has already begun to pick side. Wow, dance. Still, wouldn't the eldest son have more of advantage since the incenses are his in-laws? We weep. That's true, the third son's wife is a bit leading family, isn't the same as having knack fop. Business relationships sleep. Besides, Callahan Lombardy doesn't have son who could be the Lombardy. Weird, I know he's still doling. I know the head of the family likes that daughter very, having son is little different here. T grandpa ha. Give never seen Lilac Lombardy adore any child that much. Good, everyone seems to be enjoying the party. I'm glad birthday party success can place. Far alone. Are you standing so far from me, Aro? You've the one who told me that you and I shouldn't look close public last time. Oh, that was because I didn't want Dad and I to get sucked into messy fight over the Emperor Skip. Oh, that's done with already. What do you mean, Sai? Everyone already knows you and I are playmates, and how you even saved Dad. Besides, now that we know the Agenuses tried to take away one ready-made clothing business father, and the Empress could never be on the same side against. I'm sure the person Grandpa started to attend the aristocratic council again is because Ke decided not to leave the Agenuses alone anymore. There's barely anyone from the PPO_Antennas families this banquet hall. Hugh. You, the aristocrats, are slowly choosing whose side they'll be on. One fortunate thing is that the Emperor is welcoming the division between the aristocrats. The other side may have the solid justification that they're on the side of the painful successor of the Empress and the Emperor, but Emperor Yo Veins, weighing between each side is resulting keeping good balance between the two sides. Now that things have gone this far, there isn't we do son. UK. I mean, you don't have to stand this close. Alert, regret this later. Would I bold? Gear. I'm just saying meet get be trouble if people start to say we're more than friends. Rollo, I be trouble. Do think when I caught glimpse of Perez. Crowd once previous life. Blow. That woman was already Perez's side. Everyone agreed that she was heaven's gift destined fop him, and talked about how much she helped him become the crown prince. Away. They probably ended getting married and lived happily ever after. Just T never got to see it because died shortly after that. Listen carefully. Perez, Frankly, what if she hears the rumor between and away? I may be able to help become the crown prince, but I could never forgive myself if I robbed you of chance to meet someone so special. That kind of pump will not help. Don't do anything you'll regret later. Better watch what do the least. Starting now I won't regret it. Will I? Won't really. You will. That's never happen. Snap key. I'm saying this fop yoke own good back. Are you upset? Hey Perez. Hi, it's so frustrating to be the only one who knows the future imp. I have no choice. I guess I better be careful with both of us. Yeah, well I guess you'll realize later when the time comes. Where taken this and tell me more of yoke. Stop. Yeah. You have piety store. You'll know when the time comes too. Not oh, and I might go to the Imperial Academy soon. Pines. What did just say you? This family. Come to think of it, was it supposed to be around this time that Perez heads to the academy? He probably chose to get the academy to increase his chance of survival, since Perez was just second prince who had no power or sense of presence previous Liffey. I guaranteeing student right to learn. The academy promises to provide unconditional protection for any of its students. The authority would have protected Perez from the Empress's threats, since no imperial law supersede it unless the Emperor's direct command. Perez was able to awaken his talent while being inside the strong walls of the academy for 5 years, and Ke even succeeded bringing many yon and excellent talents to his side. Then enrolling the academy should be the best choice. He makes this life too. Though it will seem like he's just being pushed away the Empress for now. Ke has lot more to gain this way the long terms. Perez, I think I don't really want to get. Do you have particular reason? It's because, huh? Well, because Sai. Does he not want to tell me the reason? Well, it makes sense. His age, unlike his previous life, he's been making quite name for himself without going to the academy. Take you time and give it some thought, not tap. Him won't do anything. Perez is no fool. I'm sure he decides fop himself what's best for him. This family. Quip. Whoa. The Lombardi Plaza, it's awesome. It's just ordinary plaza that'd be and noisy. You like it that Mitch of corpse feel this energy so lively. Look, everyone bustling around. They be following the flow of money. Very. Yoke birthday banquet ended late last left. Decided to our first thing the morning. You have so energetic. Ha, human. Lady, where are we headed? Well, the most delicious bakery the world his. This is what I'm talking about, lady. I'm not sure about eating something from old and shabby place. Poncho. What if it's sick later? Is it because she's only been with the nobles she doesn't know anything about this lady? Paris. Babette sandwich is special item on the menu that only the regulars have. The fact that Lady Peril's bakery was across the street from the small and old room I could barely afford to rent after being kicked out was one of the very few blessings I had previous life. Oh, how I've missed this. No amount of money buy this salty and nutty flavor. You don't have to dopey about that. It lapel. Puritan. Come on, Huey. Nothing of it's so good to see needed. I should come were more often. What was it called? Paper. Peril's Bakery. Ill write down the address fop you later. Don't forget to me some whenever you got. Yes. Of course, Tilda. Finally we've arrived. Let's walk separately. I need to check something first, and don't say name unless people recognize me. First, not it. I understand, lady. Welcome to Callahan's clothing stole. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Clericals told me about it before I wanted to. Like, and how well it was doing with very own eyes. But pose. I told Yokai bolt these clothes not too loan a wallship. Mel me. Don't you believe me? Ape calling me liar? Is this how you treat the butler of the House of Imagines when just coroner? Acre. That's not what I apologize. We'll defend. Yoke should have done that while able. Cow. There's something strange about this. Excuse me, fop second. Imp. Fellow sir, I'm Violet, the manager. This clothing stole, said you from the privatizers? Ahem, why yes. Every transaction made this store is coupled with document we call a receipt. Smile. Even if you bolero just single paid of gloves bids. Said you purchase slits and wish to have of those defended. Could I see the receipts? Fop those slits, please. Give never heard of? The butler of the privatizers should have definitely heard that information asleep. It's out first time making purchase from this clothing stop. The House of Imagines had 3 separate transactions with here and Old Branch Sedate. I apologize if I'm mistaken, I don't recall seeing you face there, even though I was present doing every purchase. If you don't mind, could I have your name please? Him so war sweet. Darn. Sam. Map wow map slap. It's fall, I'm soppy pole, it's fine, don't poppy. Make sure to ask Fop the receipt next time. It'd also be good if you remember some basic information about the horses that make frequent purchases were done. Remember the news about how someone broke into the Imagines house recently? Not. Oh yes, I did hear about that. Pierce. She's very skilled dealing with tricky situations. She exceptionally talented. Leap keep. She is violet-lipped. The second in command, the Pellet Corporation, who helped clerical previous life. She's exactly like how I was told. I want her so badly, but she's one of clerical's people. See stipe burdensome. No matter how much I want her, be too much for me to take Erevan's partner away from him. Have conscience. Tia. Lady Dementia. Lode Callahan and Sip Clerical have arrived. Did you know it was me? How I haven't properly met you person. Give memorized everything give heard about you thou. Please forgive me, it seemed like you didn't want to be noticed. That be none of the workers were helping me. No one cared about kid like me who came alone, so I thought they were lacking customer service. Especially seeing that employee greeted Larry. Yon lady from noble family peer away. It was their optimal approach to customers, knowing exactly how I wanted to be treated. I knew it, I definitely want talented person like that working for me. It's nice to meet Yoke Violet, you new name. I overheard it moment ago, but just like what said, I also tend to memorize important matters. Regarding out clothing stops. Oh, it's on a smile. I feel it. Her eyes are trying to me without making it apparent. Is that Yoke Tia? Dad? True, how did Bet here? I am out on own starting today. The first place I wanted to see was your work, Dad. The Helot Marketplace store here is old flagship store, so I knew went to work were every day, sir. Clerical _ told me nuclei tier I. Daughter, how good-hearted you ape. Zeke, squeeze touched. Sperm, are they the famous Callahan Lombardi and his daughter? Tilda Water, look how cute they are together. Oh, she looks like him wiper. It's been while since the last time you two saw each other outside of Take House. How about meal together? She. Master Callahan happened to be back from looking around other stores. And it's lunchtime anyway, Nance. Smile. Meat, I like meat, Dad. Alkali come too, of course. Were you thinking about going without me? Bahai, fine, I know great restaurant, let's there. Family. This family, wow, Sepal Garizia. It's so delicious. Father, how did you find this place? I'm bad. Daughter's liking the food here. Let's come were again, lady. I was really surprised. I had no idea father would know this restaurant. Shove. I used to come were when I'd treat myself to nice meal after getting paid. This isn't that fancy of place actually. I wonder what made father come were. Sip Clerical, a feeling all piety. Haven't been eating all oak. Ooh, I'm fine. The food were doesn't seem to match palate so well, that's all brother. Well, Sip Clerical doesn't like meat. What key looks like total carnivores. Look like enjoy chewing on rare steak still dripping with blood, then take sip of red wine and scoff. Afterwards, that's very detailed example just gave. Not, I do not like eating meat so. Oh. I had no idea either. We've been business partners for 3 years yet. I didn't even know Yoke diet. Give been too inconsiderate. We just never had many chances to dine together. Then what kind of food do you enjoy eating? I like eating salads and seafood-based dishes since we far from the ocean. There aren't too many seafood restaurants around Keep, so I usually cook home. You know how to cook? Give me one moment then. This one and this one please. Can imagine. Whoa. These are. I remembered they were marked as the most popular dishes here. How are they? Good, yes. Thank you Fop being so considerate up. It's better if all of enjoy out food together. You? Papa. Dad. I have sipped clerical. Cole * gift. Are all heart _ dad touch tibia. What did say coach hang? Fuck. Sip clerical. Do you care to explain 9 on there seems to be milder _ standing? Well, what I mean is so I see what meant. So Tia you need Sir Erevan's help fop the work you want to do the title. He's already submitted his resignation to Grandpa Nod Ke continue to work fop the clothing stole. Fop little while soon. Ned. Please write letter to Madame Hershey, I'm coif. We'll listen to what Aunt has to say. The limited edition it would be good very few people could get their hands on it after fierce campaign scarcity will be the greatest weapons. I made the clothing store to provide strong undried okay Lee little one. But I guess you've been preparing to without help. Far pa. It should be fine fop the clothing stole since it's stable now. I'm sure you'll need his skills more than me. Please take good care of her. Sip clerical. Sow ill do very best. Thank you fop the meal Sir Callahan. Dad, could I stop somewhere with sip clerical? Ahead, busy work is already finished. The morning helps. Keel thank you Dad. I know you've excited fop yoke first outing. Don't be out too late. Oh. Wave. Where are we going Lady Florentia? It's not too far, it's near where pierced Valoral. Yes, that's Piety. The previous owner said he'd wait fop front of the O. The previous owner you Keel it's here. I'm fine with it will Clem. The balance is paid with all cash. So please give me moment to check we're carrying few hundredfold that wasn't cash fault well better. Got, I guess their college been a smarter way to do tines. Ordinary laborer without any expertise earns about 3 silver month were. And 40 silver is equivalent to 1 gold. I currently receive 8 gold month fop being living and breathing Lombardy course ill. Money furkisi extenses. S separate. That money is portion of the amount that was diligently being piled the Lombardy bank ever since I was born, which also means it's completely to me how I want to use it, but cash is the best way to kids where the money came from. Oak sit the amounts confirmed. Sol, what's the news of the building's new owner and what did want to name the building? I register it the Pellet Corporation. You clerical pellets. Lady, would you it undername? I withdrew some allowance, saved the Lombardy bank to buy this building. It's about time I dive into own business wiper. Think about it, is'll be reported to Grandpa Peer away if I register it under name. That's get the way of what we're trying to do. That it is better if you have the building's owner. Think so. Apart from everything else this building really is yours. Sip clerical. Show you're one of people piety. I want to provide enough foundation fop you to broaden yoke shoulders and walk around proudly plea. Ha. Keep sign under that name and the building's holes. Keep you got please sign Waheshan. Mas. I can't thank you enough, lady. End. Well then. We should set out first goal as we celebrate new beginning fop. The Pellet Corporation did have something mind already? Pie. Mine old first goal is to purchase mine. I heard Juliet Amino sang the Lombardy's banquet. I think it all started with Keep signing on as the Callahan clothing store's brand ambassador. I'm sure of it. What clever girl she quickly got on the Lombardies. His Majesty's been painfully shutting off his interest that girl because he's worried about what the Lombards would think. I amity it was pretty wise choice fop Kerf. It was good fop me too. It was one less thing I had to be bothered. Let's forget about boring topic like this. How about we talk about something real? How's plan of lying that mine there aren't any problems? Father, of course not, Yoke Highness. Today's the regularly scheduled Lombardy luncheon. Into with the Pellet Corporation that just opened its event. No Lombardy member could skip. Hi. Lorraine his. Oh, Tia. His Tia ha. Stop Crane, better stay paid side before you trip and fall from running. Anastasia. I was just. Stalin. I guess you completely forgot advice to keep your distance from Bello. It is none of business if you want to be his underling, but I can't let dare your little brother into that ditch too. Hem. Cheney. Come Carey. It's fine, come on fuck. Tia, yes. To your mother and tell on stall if he ever gets on yoke nerves. All piety whisper. Roulette Stalin and Crane's mother isn't so assertive like her husband. But she absolutely hated it when Stalin used violence on Crane. I have no doubt Stalin's been bullying Crane. Were and they're away from their mother's eyes, fumble. Hey, y'all better get back where I'm yoke brother not her you've so told. Gas. That's enough. Ke obviously likes get better than yoke, shouldn't you respect his wishes? Don't you think you've too old to yoke little brother, you've so childish, how embarrassing. I would hide corner if I were yoke. Tenet might care too. You'll pay fop this later. Ta, he's turning out to be mope like Bello every day, his tear ought, yes his. Is it me? It feels like they're so ready to fight today. Did something happen to two? Don't look so happy today. Well Hive. Mother and father haven't been betting along lately, nay? Yoke parents they've never folks front of before, they had pretty big fight today. They were raising their voices mentioning and Lombardy. So I think it was about the noble families. They haven't seemed to be good mood even since we were the estate. I think they need some distance between each other. We hope the day never comes that we choose between them. This family. Nibble chance. Pay Yamaha. Come to think of it, aunt's divorce should be coming soon. Now might be the best time to die things. Junk. Apologies father, I leave early because of work, not I see ahead. Please enjoy the rest of yoke evening. Goodbye then. Bye tear wave. He's Callahan. Brother, don't you have something to say to me? Puke about what? You still haven't apologized to me, fop, chasing me out of that banquet. I wasn't aware it realized apology. What, I never asked you to leave the banquet to been with you, didn't seem pleased with tears. Birthday banquet, so I suggested you leave your discretion. How dare treat me like this? I think you have right to be this arrogant because of father. How lone do you think or father will be around? There was time when making older brother angry felt like the scariest thing in the world. Now it's sad to watch him act this way. He's only asking for more contempt every time Ke screams without bunch. Thinking demanding respect. Brother, you think the House of Lombardy is the most valuable thing the world to me. It's only dirty pool of. How dare yoke watch you mouth Callahan, I'm slope, you remember I received land, don't yoke. I have no interest becoming the head of the family. When the time comes I'll be leaving this house. Fop Cheshire anyway. So please do not approach me of Walther anymore, this is clear warning. I never wanted to be the heir from the get-go. Tia is the most valuable thing the world to me. I'll take daughter to where she live and breathe freely as human being. I want her to put her boots down and become strong to spread many branches. You mean Flick? That arrogant bastard them. Surrendered on his own. I never expected things to weigh so easily. Since Callahan's stepping aside, I'm sure no one will fight me over becoming the next head of the family. I have no competition, mass. What? Keeps the report you requested regarding the Lira mine and the client family that owns it, the House of Atlanta. The Santana family owes about gold total to the Imperial family die to tax issues about good gold. Be repaid pretty soon, so we expect the action price to start around TP. Coal is the biggest product from Lira mine, however, most of it has been mined about years ago. So there's probably only little bit of it left. The action date is week from now. Clerical, how capital do we have now? I had clerical work for me after Rain ready-made clothing business took off, and I gave all the money I had saved to clerical to invest clothing store. It was knee hit. How ape the I entrusted you with doing mines, the operation cost of the corporation with yoke. Frequent investments, the clothing business we clemently have about bold spare cash. The mine you mentioned will probably sell fop less than bold max, so I'm slow, we won't have any problems purchasing it if there ape barely any competitors fop the bid, we meet it quickly for around good bold not soppy gold crib. Prepare the least gold. This family bold, prepare the least gold. Action hosted. The Imperial Palace is done quite simple manner. Each person writes the price they willing to pay and the highest bidder wins. It was sold fop gold originally, so we shouldn't have any problem winning the bid with extra This is old chance to greatly increase old capital, which will help old title business plans succeed with ease. It's little hard to understand what mean Lady Dementia. I dolt the old mine has that valley. Besides, its action hosted the Imperial Palace, not public one, with many competitors, not we are still expecting few competing bidders. So the price will undoubtedly go. Of course I would bid fop lower amount if there weren't any competitors. Even with competition, that amount is Ancient's plans to bid. That right, previous life agents was awarded the Lyra mine, which became sea jackpot for them because twig, is it not ordinary mine? Do you think that Antennas already owns many other mines, even if there is coal seam the para mine? That hasn't been found. Yet coal isn't so valuable to the incenses. But she college sent expert to re-evaluate the mine secret. That means it's possible that Ancients knows the hidden value of the mine the client owner doesn't, and will bid high amount to make sure the Empress wins it. That's bless. She would actively pursue it if the mine had bowled of other precious jewels them. But based on the fact that the bidding price is still set pretty low, I don't think Antennas wants to make it so obvious. Wait, it can't be. Yes, that's Pierce, it's iron mine. No one's allowed to own a pawn mine without the imperial family's approval. I doubt the emperor approved Antennas to own one either. There probably isn't iron buried the Lyra mine that be no one's noticed it yet. She could use that as excuse to fleet off the imperial palace's refusal to grant keep the mine, and even earn the recognition that hers is the only house that officially owns a pawn mine. Think. There's no way Ancients would leak this information to anyone. I'm slope. She added little bit to the highest bidding price that's expected to win that useless mine. Not that means she probably submitted a round of linger which is higher than the original highest bid of gold. Oh. That's I said gold. I want to make sure we win the bid, even if there are some unexpected variables. Despite what I'm telling them now, the iron mine isn't what I'm after. What I really want is what's underneath the coal crumbs and a bit of iron. New kind of mineral that had been unknown to anyone before. I'm sure we could use the iron to. That's not important piety now. There. Let's talk about the rest of the plan after we win the mine election. Slap. And clerical, come with me to Sedate Street few days There's some groundwork we lay down first before old business becomes success. Tan. Caramel Avenue Bakery. Welcome Alpha Deal. Name is Baiting, employee of Caramel Avenge, would like table upstairs, not we're been to guy cake too. Boy. You sleep, I wrap cake of you choice where filed sake. Wow. They all look so delicious. Bahai, please take you time. There's no need to waste time debating over things like this. From where to their mail. I'll take them all, 2 of each. What? Everything looks cute and delicious. I can't pick one. Oh, please wrap the cakes 2 separate packages. Give always wanted to shop like this. It's what call how the filthy pick shop. How exhilarating being picked is the best we pay with the Pellet Corporation account. I'll take one off the packages home to share with Larry. Please send the other one to Perez. Those the Lombardi build. Yes, Lady Dementia. All you relax me. I Luke Mew let up Mew low got a glue. Is there something wrong? Quinn E women law. 9 on apologies. Where are you? Cakes and yolk receipt. Let's clerical. Isn't Van's direct store around? Where? Yes lady, it's on the next alley. We should leave the cakes the carriage then. Done. Bulwer ESD. Chance. About. Oh, isn't she? Vance place. She's Lombardi piety. Whisper. I think so. Whisper. Is it because of the founding festival and birthday banquet? I feel like more people recognize me now. Welcome Lady Dementia Lombardi. I believe it's Yoke. First visit to Old Stole. Ivan. Is he letting me know that they already know who I am? I'd like to see the special items, not the ones on display. Were not. It does add to their competitive edge to study important client information ahead of time, especially when they deal with the nobles. Thai was one of the first things I studied when I used to assist grandfather. Besides, this is Ivan of the North. They're the biggest jewelry producer the empire. And they have the biggest direct purpose jewelry store. Were sedate. And the special items prefer to the best artisans' works. Even Ivan XFCE. Pardon me, is he also with Yoke? Knows. Name is Clerical Pellet. Super may enter since came with Lady Lombard Govt. Great. Please come this way, both of yoke. Maybe Ke feels little kept that the win face. Clerk didn't recognize him. Well, we can't do anything about that. Clerical was always working behind the scenes while father was the face of the clothing store. But once new business venturing complete, everyone will know the name of Clerical Pellets UK. The pellet corporation named after Clerical will be famous around the entire empire. Place. Is there particular type of jewelry you've looking for? How about something like this? It's been very popular among the surrounding ladies. A lady. Lombardi Epo I was feeling relaxed since we were blinded into the inner room without any trouble, but these pieces of jewelry aren't cut right and their purity isn't so great either. They only look expensive. Balance. People without any taste jewelry might jump to buy these shiny bee trinkets. Ke must be testing taste because I'm still young. I'll give you another chance. Bunch. Brine out the real stuff. I understand, then I will not actually. I'll choose them myself. That's pretty. I'm not were just to pick few pieces of jewelry. The person who made the peridot on display the middle there. They were. Now there must be only one person who has that level of craftsmanship the entire empire. I'd like to meet that person. The greatest jewelry artisan the head of the House of Ivan cherishes. Cruelly I need his skills. This family. How did I mean that'd be difficult? Even if it's Lady Lombardi's wish, we're the business of selling jewelry, not connecting the bleeps with old artisans. I knew he'd say that. There's something I've prepared for this moment. Sir. Yes, lady. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Clerical Pellet, the head of Callahan's Clothing Stole and the Pellet Corporation. Ooh, from Callahan's Clothing Stop Gat. There's something I wanted to personally ask the artisan who crafted this jewelry. Be little difficult. Sip. Cruelly Van's jeweler. Old commission certainly is great opportunity for you as well if you would reconsider. I profit Hanoi shake. The workload I get from Ivan physically. I'd have more strength to take yoke offer if I were just little younger. How unfortunate. Milk Mace. I know it's pair to find yon people like them who treat commoner like me with respect. If I take this job offer, others will follow with endless requests paid after. No need to accept their request to make life harder, and as I explained, I came all the way to the capital city to treat granddaughter, so I'd like to spend time taking care of help outside of working helps. I hope you understand. Sip. Pellets grand growing to be healthy bill after seeing great doctor. But this is the best excuse I come with. Ninon, please, I understand your situation. What if it's kind of polar gemstone no one's ever touched? Key young noble lady, there's no gemstone this old hasn't laid his hands on. Pow. I don't think so sure about that. What if Sip Clerical were brings you gemstone you've never seen before? What will do then? I'm telling yoke that doesn't exist. If there is one, we'll take that challenge. How dare she challenge me? I'm cruelly the greatest jeweler ever. Okay, fine, if you ever bring me gemstone I promise to drop everything and work on that one first. Will promise on your honor as artisan. Left? Bunch. Fine. I promise on name cruelly. Oh. Good, promised. Amy getting chills. Svupia. Tia sent these. All of this. Oh, they're cakes from Caramel Avenge. It's very popular bakery these days. It probably hasn't been that long since Lady Dementia was allowed to be out. She is thinking about you very dualaros. Which one would like to you highness? Ill they. Chocolate cream cakes. All of Tia's favorite flavors are being smiled. This one then yoke highness knock lock. The Imperial Palace requests you presents the back garden yoke highness. Oh, what should we do? Would you like to take some with yoke? Not ill. Please don't poppy your highness, will make slow, no one touches the cakes. Oak. Sleep, he'll be back. Kia. Please it yoke highness, it's made out of hers, give prepared especially fop yoke poor. That's maleficent, the more poisonous it bets the more yellow its flower. And she made me peer after touching that flower with her hands. You highness. Don't drink it, do you not appreciate sincere castle? Is she threatening me to drink the tea? Based on the situation, I'll come off as someone who's so ungrateful that Ke rejects the empress's Heartfelt bestrew, I wouldn't really mind it, I'm fine. I'm sick and tired of plants now. If that tea's so precious, drink share yolk majesty. Oh, that's too bad. Too bad's what does she mean? I'm sure you're copious about I called to this class house. And I sent you the message coolant of B. The Emperor's palace, not the Empress's palace. Though I may not be Yoke biological mother, His Majesty does understand how I care about Yoke. I'll be Yoke mother from now on, you highness. You highness, please save me Iris, you richness, you live, you survive any cost. Survive, underscore and mother. If I could hack her son into pieces paid now and kill this woman front of his eyes. If I could slash her throat and stop her mouth from speaking those ridiculous words. Give thought to what I could do as you mother to help you with things lack after thinking about it. Deeply give thought of the best way to educate Yoke her ness. Prepare to the academy. What do you think you've doing Yoke her ness? I haven't finished speaking, I apologize. Guess I haven't had education. Soul. Whole highness. How could Yoke I be ride? Low image blooded ma. Funny. Empress. I family. Think is going on where he's been like this even since he came back from the palace garden whisper. I think something serious must have happened. Hi. Back. Lady Dementia went out of her way to bring you this cake, you haven't even tasted it yet, eel race. Please have some, you highness, this cake is best eaten cold. It's sweet. Dementia. Family. What? Underscore. Name. Sal. What do you mean the Lombards bid fop the lira mine? That's what I heard when I stopped their residence earlier today. Where did you hear that information from? Exactly, the head of the Lombardy Guild told me. Haas, the current head of the Lombardy Guild is Romat Keir Dillard, Erevan's father. Ke wouldn't lie about things like this. Does that mean the Lombards also came across the information about the mine previous life? It was definitely the house of agents that won the para mine action for gold. Then how did all this happen? The Lombards don't care about how things cost when it comes to sustaining their monopoly over iron. We need to prepare more money than we thought. How do expect? Least if we get on it now we won't have any problem preparing that. The action date it is stretch. But we do. Yes, please, the mine's worth least gold pieces, not did I case butterfly effect. Is that how their Lombards not involved this election? If not, did the Lombards they to win this auction previous life too? Tia. What is this? I made it. We've been calling Yoke name this whole time. What a thinking about. It's been while since we came out to see flowers together. Haha, what I thinking about? I'm feeling the weight of life. 2 gold pieces, fine agents Lombardy. Don't you poppy about thing, Tia. I'll make you another flower crown. I bet you'll look great yellow and baby blue hue. Crane, I guess you really love Tia. Of course I'm going to marry her when I grow out. Dance. Oh. No, Ke must be expecting me to respond to that. I should protect his innocent childhood dream. Wow, TWA. I'm happy to hear that. I'll make you flower fine next then. Wait, fop me, I'll brine you the biggest flower ever. Wave we okay, you don't have to. Around this time of the year, the field is filled with wild flowers. I know kids around here make flower crowns and pines to play with, but I have to on mine to play along, but I still have to act like old. This is killing me. Tia shake. Yeah, well, is there something bothering Yoke? Not everything's fine. That's good, haven't been looking well lately. I'm not sure if I be of kelp. I least lend eat if there's something on your mind. Say. Oh, that's paint. Underscore, this is how Lorraine is. She always warmly makes care of everyone around her. I'm fine now, really. You better hear me out when I actually have problem, Lorraine. Super anytime. See. Tia T. Look how many flowers I used. There are lots of flowers. Pleat now. Let's give one to Elliot and Matron to you. Made more crowns. Fop them. That's nice of Yoke Crane. Shall we 2 flints place together then pay here, yeah? I'll be right out after washing Crane's hands. Do you want to first with the flower crown? Yes, sounds good. Come to think of it, they should be done training around now. This should be the perfect timing to Auntie or here. Puke, no one's were lira mine as we expected glance chance. The para mine I hearing that name were. Croton Anginus, the head of the Dylan build and Uncle Lesbian, what are they talking about were? It's understandable that they care about it since it's important. No changes to the plan. The action should be weak as I mentioned before and the Lombards will bid gold pieces as promised. Then out Duran build should bid gold we niece dumbass. That's correct everything will we discussed earlier. Bahai I knew I could trust roll old plan will be executed without hitch. You've two kind people like are arrogant just because you were born into wealthy family yet have no talent of skill gone. Competent than yoke the Lombards. They're all overrated idiots. Be great if you could give me little mope trust as you said things might bet little awkward after. This deal ends it won't be that be of problem smile. I'm the only son-in-law of the Lombards that old Lombardy tends to be soft to his own family no matter what. I'll all blow over if I pretend to feel bad and stay quiet for few months. Then after that don't you poppy thing about our deal. As long as we win the bid fop the para mine the mining peers will be given to the house of as. Promised Bahai ill trust the incenses then. Lesbian that lunatic. Is he joining hands with the Agenises to deceive Grandpa? Note tell. Could this be the person the Lombards didn't win the mine previous life? Who's there? Not I can't let them know I overheard their conversation, nice. No loan were you? I. R. Elliot and Matron were brought them this flower crown. What? Pause. I family. What? Underscore. Pause. I see. This is the peel you. Yoke how long have been standing here Swede? I not was just moment about. I didn't hear any noises. The outside door was left ajar so I walked in I'm soppy tear. What is it what's going on it's nothing. Oh, you have many guests today. I didn't know you were too I was going to give some snacks to Tia and the kids should I being you. And you Ellie? Not I'm fine I was on way out silk. Key just stopped to pick some paperwork. I purposely didn't mention anything to you so as not to bother Yoke. It'll be late tonight don't wait for me and to sleep. Shall we two then we'll see next time madam. Slum. Accents, not only is he stealing father's business he's also trying to fool the Lombards colluding with vesting. Watch things will not yoke way Lombardy repays kindness tenfold and avenues tenfold too. Advance pummel. That's strange, the twins aren't were yet did auntie say she brought snacks for me and the kids. Fancy. I family. The Imperial Office of the Ministry of Economy. And its small action hall yawn. Let's see. Coal mine of the House of Atlanta. It is nice to be from noble family whenever they out of money they just sell off what they own one. Like this. But. It's just old mine today I guess. It won't be very interesting action barely maybe, here too. I hope someone ends winning the action least. Oh, if you've just walking in you take any empty. Tangents underscore. P please. Take seat we're not thanks Crus RRRLAALL. Oh. I heard their decent copy business was LB success, well what's Antennas doing were today right? Well seeing that Ancients is taking part this action, do you think there's mope coal than we thought? Remaining the lira mine. Rest. What? 11 the Lombardy. Just what is going on here there been? You been sip Dillard and Sylvesting oh what supplies it's been while Lord Antennas? How a yoke Bahai it's always the same fop me. Anyway, are you a fop the election? What coincidence LE. Had I'm surprised myself. Step Pearl. Look the alienates and Lombards the lira mine be Bible deal than we thought. Well I bless today's action will be waste. I was worried we might have to change out plan. When I caught that little girl few days aon. I'm certain she didn't hear anything based on her reaction if she did there's no way insignificant. Little girl like her would smile that brightly. We still have some time before the action begins, but there's no point. Waiting around when even the Lombards are participating ahem, then well bet stia. I chosen we still had few minutes left speak. I hope I'm not too late UT. What? Clerical pellets clerical, inane. R. We'll start the action now clear just what is going on here. Don't need to be concerned he's outsider now after designing from his position else. Things will as planned let's just stick with it fi the action will start bold pieces wona rad. Quote. Please submit you bidding sealed envelope and I'll name the 3 highest. I'll announce the results of fair. First the Duran Guild bold pieces nance. I repeatedly told him would be plenty KE added more because KE didn't trust me ahem. Well fine the coming out of the Benares pocket anyway next the Lombardy glide. Gold pieces MME. Does that mean the Agenises won then B they bid more than the Lombards no way I can't believe the Lombards lost action to the Angelises. Paler the altar. Minor old happened Lord Lesbian. I'm not sure. I'm taken aback myself we thought would be more than enough to cover it. Haas let's talk about it later. Pal. And lastly. The Pellet Corporation gold pieces. We. Therefore I Eleceed declare that the Pellet Corporation has won the action of the Lira Mine Hula. Well then. We whaler. I family. The first gemstone finally made its appearance 2 months after we won the Lira Mine auction. Crewley said it was gemstone never seen before the world he practically begged for chance to work on it. The first jewel was complete 2 months later after destroying Crewley tools countless times named it Diamond. And we presented it to the Emperor right away was told the sound of Vane's laughter was heard from even outside the central palace after receiving Rit. And now lo oh this is nice nasal she's en our mom. Our diamonds made their debt out new pellet jewelry store. And they sold like hotcakes despite the fact that they were priced 10 times higher than other pieces of jewelry. Sitting we're drinking nice cold juice while looking the diamond sales report. Underscore this is heaven the Benares were fortunate enough to have the mine previous life. But they sold the diamonds and used the profit to bridge the nobles. Now this is all mine the Empress shouldn't have meddled dad's business took from the Angelises. This tastes even sweeter than usual. Well now. Shall I die into lesbian little mope the kind father to Cilia? Jael Tao loves Channel more than any the world and the betrayer of the Lombards who grabbed shoulders like he was about to crush them with distorted face. All. It's time to find out which one is the peel him. This milk. The divorce between Channel and Lesbian was pretty B scandal previous life it was paired for the nobles to divorce and the private lives of the Lombards always made great gossip. Despite prying eyes the case of their divorce was never clearly known. Sure there were plenty of rumors starting from how Lesbian might have another woman to where that woman lived. And how Channel found out about it and kicked Lesbian out of the house. Among many others there no way it was over another woman no matter how good looking Lesbian Schultz was the Elsa was on the brink of demise among the nobles. Lesbian and Channel's marriage became B news among the nobles since it was paired to any of them to actually court and marry someone they liked. Thanks to marrying Channel. The Else of Schultz became one of the main noble families. Channel was beautiful, elegant and kind. And he was the one the first daughter of the Lombards chose. I thought he was nice since Aunt chose him. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Duo. Besides it was odd that Aunt Channel only did minimal work after getting married. She used to handle all kinds of important polls before. It was as if she were trying to herself into someone small and inconspicuous. People used to say she might be the next head of the family even though she was woman. Plus nothing makes sense the more I think about it. Didn't they first Alpine the divorce? While going theorem their divorce Channel just left on retreat after giving custody of the twins. And offering large sum of alimony to Lesbian as if everything were her fault. It was called Lombardy vacation spot. This very remote location look over 3 weeks via carriage. It was as if she were confining herself there voluntarily. More and more people began to believe the divorce was her fall because of it. Flint Channel just kept her silence. It was clear contrast to how Lesbian ended remarrying woman. From the Schultz territory not long after that, even if they had known each other for long time since. They were from the same Palian, it was too soon. Lady Dementia. Hi fellow clerical. I apologize for making you wait. Got. I know you're incredibly busy these days, of course I should wait for yoke. I have all the time. They would now it be hectic trying to handle the new diamond craze that's happening all over the empire. Since we stopped taking diamond orders, first come first serve. The anxious nobles began to make bribes left and Pierce taking some pocket change to shorten their wait time didn't really do anything. So I told clerical not to take any money from the high-ranking nobles. Having them feel indebted to was far more beneficial to us. That who came today? I'm on way back from to enter woods, the wardens and the Lombardy residents. Was it Grandpa? Yes, he mentioned something about Madame Channel's necklace. It's Grandma Natalia's heirloom, the mother of Channel. Nod. It's simple sapphire necklace, diamonds would match it really well. Tell him we do it month of 2. Yes, Lady Dementia. Nov, great. Is there something wrong? Ninon, I thought be tired since you've been so lately. You actually look great. Working hard is part of native. The business is great. I'm energy showy now. That must be true. Look his skin, it's radiant. Oh. How's the banquet preparation coming along? It's going smoothly without hitch. Most of the guests sent back letters saying that they'll attend. About that invitation list, I still add moat people piety. I'm not sure if I can, but I've got nothing to lose. It's not bad idea to check. If you're thinking about the second prince, we add moat security. Not, it's not Perez. Please send invitation letter to the house of patron, the county. Address it to lady named Maria Mill. Maria Patron. She's the one who remarried Vesting. Everyone thank Fop coming were to congratulate the successful gentle of old pellet copper ration. With gratitude, we prepared some small gifts. Fop yoke. Before you leave, please find one of old pellet corporation employees near the entrance with you. Invitation letter. Then this. We'll give you this necklace as bit incredible. Wow, map. Delicious food and great music have been prepared. Please enjoy as like before you leave. Clerical, I heard only accepted portion of the coats I sent this time. Do keep disappointing me. Fop. Yoke. I give anything MIA. I really? Kukri who stop yoke you. Just let me know whenever you need anything. Aha. Then I'll see you again soon. Yes, next time sir. Have hey. Thank Fop coming sip. How could I not come? It's banquet to congratulate your business's smooth sailing. I'm very proud of. Yoke, congratulations, congratulations. Sip clerical. It's unfortunate we hadn't recognized yoke talent sooner. I grew with the grace of the Lombards. Please let me know if there's anything I help with. Congratulations. But I'm glad you have the one who ended with the mine. I heard agents was after it too. I was enough to barely win the election. Slope. You got. Ha ha ha. Father. Sir Lesbian said it was mistake. This feels very unsettling as you know it was secret that we would be participating the election. Lots of families would have rushed to bet iron once information leaked. The more I think about it, the stranger it is that the head of the Antennas Guild wasn't surprised to see us. Their bid was either than ours too. There was definitely something bone on. She, I think. Father, due seat and food are prepared over there. I show. Ha. I'll pine you glass of wine. Pleat away once you're seated. It's not beat aroma. Sir Clerical. You better tell me the name of this wine. Lat Hull. Give been keeping quiet on purpose ever since I arrived the banquet. Yes, also I witnessed this moment. Now show me. Tell me what kind of relationship too. I family. Yes, also I witnessed this moment. Now show me. Tell me what kind of relationship to have. This family. Vesting. Uruk, bull, what's wrong? Are you sick? Not, I thought I saw someone I knew. It'd be strange if there were anyone where that you didn't know. Who was it? Oh, no one. You don't need to Poppy. Yes, definitely taken aback, and that would make sense if it's true that he's cheating on her. His wife and his mistress are been the same place. Vance. Lesbian. Is it chance? That lady over there puke, ooh. We. Fuck. Fellow. And you ape, I'm Maria from the House of Patron living inside the territory. I'm honored to finally meet you person after hearing about Yoke you Grace. Is that Pierce I'm Slope you know son-in-law lesbian too then please? Yes, I have known him even since we were little. It's been quite while sip-festing. Yes, it's been long time. Was I wrong? Well, it'd be impossible for her to be this confident front of his wife if I were pierced. Avastan's face doesn't seem all that pale now that I look him again. I bless it's good thing. He was concocting scheme secret with the Benares. Least Ke didn't betray his marriage with Aunt Channel. B Lady Channel. Everyone speaks so highly of you the county, so I've always wondered. And you've as beautiful as the rumors say, is that so? Thank you fop you compliments. You've quite welcome puke. There's something strange going on where. It's impudent angle fop the daughter of lowborn family to goeth Eleceed at pthb lombe de Sunthe. Hello battle. Way the just looked Clint. I'll see you around Bow. Rock. Senses are working, they're working. You haven't been speaking today, Tia. Did something happen? Not everything's fine. Everything looked so marvelous that I was looking around. That's understandable since you've close to clerical. Shake. Clerical did say he would continue to teach you no matter how busy he becomes. Make sure you keep learning well. Yes, Grandpa Zap. It is odd feeling. The cream of the entire empire is congratulating the Pellet Corporation's success. And it's all because of me. But there's absolutely no one who aware of it. Proud slug. That makes me feel so satisfied. That was great meal. I need to use the washroom. Grandpa, go ahead. I'll look around some moperk. The stairs. Where are the stairs? I'm supposed to meet with clerical small room on the second floor too. Check if the banquet's bone well. Glance. Glance. I don't know the layout of this place since Give never been before. Hug. Where is the staircase? Nice break. She's cause. Maria Patron. I don't have anything to say to her anyway. I'll wait fop her to pass me to clan. Keep. Shh. It's me that sounds like. Voice. What's Key doing all the way over? We're weak. You whoa. Devious adulterers. Honey, you should have seen the look on you face earlier. Was it that shocking that I approached while we're with Kerf? Of corpse it was ape heed. What you make it sound like I'm somewhere I shouldn't be. You. That's not what I mean. No one be been unless they have invitation. Fi, I received invitation letter too. Of course it wasn't you who sent it. C's talking about their invitation. I sent Kerf fence. What, you got invitation? Yes, I sent it. But still, how could you show when wife's right here? You walked to Lilac Lombardi and introduced yourself to Give. Never seen that woman person before. I was curious about what she looked like since everyone keeps talking about how pretty she is. She wasn't live with someone like her fop this long. What does she just say? How dare she compare herself to Aunt? There's nothing attractive about her. You're the most beautiful girl to me, Maria. You've always been, and even now, Amalia. Load of, but it's too risky to show yourself like this. You stand light? It's not time yet, Maria. The Lombards are some of them a little quick. I'm so bored. You just moved to the Imperial City. Isn't it too soon to be? I feel lonely all the time. You only visit me once every few days to sleep over. Little longer. I'm soppy to make you wait long, Maria. Have placed together. I'd love to divorce. Keep pleat away. But it's not time yet. Finger. You know I need to collect little more. I'm so baffled that it makes me later. So soon. Whisper Tilda Water. Alack. Him sorry to make wait loan. It's not time. That means it's not just short fling. And he's waiting for the right time to divorce. Channel. What makes me worry the most was what Lesbian said last. No, I have to collect little more. What does Key need to collect? Money of reasons to divorce, no matter what it is. I'm certain about one. Skinned. Channel has been completely duped. Lesbian about their marriage and the case of divorce. I family. Men. Cole. Touch enough. Ouch. Haas, the weather's fantastic today. Thol. That's Pierce. I'm were the palace to be Perez's playmate, which I had been postponing fop while. I dragged Perez out of Folk Palace set table, the sunniest part, the central palace garden. And even brocket the cakes from caramel avenge, but I'm no mood fop pastry paid now has tia. Seriously, Avastan's making me lose trust, all men told. Cheating on his wife with that smile on his face. Quite Susie. Wife. What's this look, how hard trying to match mood, I can't stay mad alone. Now I feel bad, I feel like I let anger out on kid of some thine. Had thanks Perez, you feel little better now? I was never mad you of anything I know. Then what are these flowers for? I thought that if the sweets didn't make feel better, maybe pretty flowers would, I know how. 2-line flowers tia. Oh, that's tried sewer, I feel like Ki just mind this feels strange. Whenever Ki looks me with those red eyes, it feels like Ki figure out every one of secret's place. I heard boys thole period of upheaval, their appearance around and completely ugly after puberty, but Perez, yeah. Don't ever cheat on yoke girl when you grow. What is it naming? Perez. Apple diet. Ooh, yeah. Puke everyone acting, did I say something wrong? Your face is turning. So ready, you getting sick of something peak per 9 on, I'm fine, I'm little shocked, that's all. Because I told not to cheat years, what about it? Aren't you about to hit that Abe? What AEE? They are to start being interested bills. He's about to be teenager soon. So if you end dating someone should never cheat on Kerf. Oh, that's what you meant, Wu Haas. What's wrong everyone? Is that you've seemed upset all day today, Nod? Yeah, there's something going on. With guys, well, lesbian is guy's flyer. Years with guys. That's what I just said, slightly annoyed. I feel like the room got little strange, did the breeze stop all of a sudden? Vance tear. Yeah, have boyfriend. What's Key talking about, White? You have you what boyfriend? Not yet, I'm only she. Then what did you mean it now? Oh, not me, it's about someone I know. I shouldn't shape to about family matters with someone who's not Lombardi. Ooh, whew. You anyway, you don't around breaking girls' hearts just because you have good looking, got it Perez. I don't think you need to poppy about that, I know you have not bad guy like that. I don't want to compare Perez to scum like vesting, but just case I'm divine advice as friend, you've been growing quickly lately too, cat. Yes, not taking me seriously, Siva. Compared to when I first met him, Perez changed, that he's almost different person now. How do I describe it? That he gives off the all prince now. It's not about his height of appearance. When I was the Pellet Corporation banquet the other day I heard the least few people talk about you. Most of them said that you were the reason Astana still hasn't been officially appointed as the crown prince. Ke still doesn't think of himself as the prince. Yeah, I guess people have been noticing Yoke academic achievements and other things like what happened with the Aura incident. I'm not sure if someone leaked things about Perez on purpose and spread rumors about him anger. For example, someone like the Emperor, who has lot to gain from the Benares as he weighs between Astana and Perez. And you can't change anything about Yoke birth. Besides Astana, you have the only other prince who survived this long. The Emperor consistently had concubines without break. Of course Ke had more kids besides Astana and Perez, it was only Perez who survived. I'm sure that Slaving can't stand even the sight of Perez. Are you betting more pressure about going to the academy chance? The Empress called fought me the other day and told me to the academy not, I didn't know that happened. Dance. She most have said something more to him than that. Miss Caitlin and Sir Kyle's just stiffened all of a sudden. It doesn't seem like Ke wants to talk about that anymore, can't force him. I'm sure things like that will happen more frequently from now on until leave the palace and to the academy on you own, but I don't want to boy. Like I told you before. I don't want to the academy Florentia. Family. Like I told you before. I don't want to the academy Florentia. Family. Pause. Sleep Perez, that should definitely be to Yoke pay ran. Even the Empress can't make you enroll academy. Force enrolling the academy must be done voluntarily the student this rule. was made so that anyone pushed out of the airship wouldn't be sent to the Academy Force as if they were being sent to prison. Did that she's going out of help way to convince Yoke? I guess it doesn't matter then. As long as they don't dare me to the Academy, I won't be enrolling there. I definitely trust you. Anyway, it's not like him to be this stubborn about something what's gotten into him. I know something perfect for time like this. Where taken it? What's this? Well, I found it on the street on way here sip. On the street. Open it and take look. AG. Isn't this diamond? Do like it is staring if it's brilliant. I had it custom made fop Yoke, I love it hurt. It on, let's see if it looks good on Yoke. Aslant. Tulsa. Whoa. It was definitely worth having it custom made for Perez. I knew it'd look great on Yoke, thanks. This looks incredibly expensive. Little bit, it wasn't a little bit of course. It would have cost least few hundred golds if anyone tried to buy this brooch outright diamonds. Popular, it nearly impossible to buy one anyway. And it's more expensive than before. Should wear it whenever you want to look cool, I'm or at work well on any occasion. I'll wear it on special day. Now shall we start heading BA? Oh, I had no idea you had another blessed high the Emperor. Empress and Astana too. That little what is key now he's looking more coin. Like Astana the first prince. Greetings, you majesties and yoke alertness. I was wondering who was keep cow. It's been while since I last saw you last Florentia. I think it was when Callahan received Order of Merit. I'm honored that you remember such trivial matter like out last encounter. Yoke Majesty. He's annoying piece of trash who weeks between his children fop his own benefit. I should still be respectful since yes the paler of this empire. You definitely have way with Yoke words. Thank you fop, you compliment Yoke Majesty mama had. The point is to be respectful and cute, but I come off confident the same time. I Lombardi after all. Oh ho! This is the best place the palace to have team. How about we join them? Keep Lavinia as wish you. Majesty. Jen. Bahai doesn't taste even better this cordial mood, hee ha. Sipshut. Who arranged the seats? I can't believe the Emperor's able to be comfortable and relaxed this atmosphere. He has no concern for anyone else. He only cares about himself. Faye. Looking me like that. Lair, this is awkward. I wanna home. I. Rabbi should have stayed the folk palace. I. Evils, how's Callahan's health now? Is he completely well? Yes, you majesty, the medicines worked quite well. He's recovered without any side effects. That's relief to hear. Yeah, Pierce, I know we're eyeing Dad's clothing business. And Perez junk. Yes, Yoke Majesty. Be best if you beat chests the Folio Palace from now on. Hued. That's your space, isn't it, Puke? You and Astana around wherever you please. I was planning on sitting where quietly while I team. I can't watch anymore. This is all for you majesty. I'm the one who begged Prince Perez to show me this garden I've been wanting to see so badly. I'm the one should discipline till. Ahem. Well then I'm willing to let it slide this time since Lady Zomba I was told that once invited to the palace anywhere you please. I guess I was wrong. I'm terribly soppy Yoke Majesty. Everyone knows the garden's free for all to use the palace. It's obvious the Empress is making ridiculous claim too. What the Emperor could say situation is already set. You weren't wrong. It's true, anyone go and out of this garden really, then I visit this garden whenever I'm the palace. You Majesty. Nod. Wow, that makes me happy. I get to look around the garden from now on. How nice, right Yoke Highness tape? Ooh, yeah it is. Thank Yoke you Majesty. I'm sure she's got nothing to say since the Emperor said it's fine. A haze. Girls are definitely different from boys. Was do the about becoming bean ha underscore? I family. What did Key just say? With the Pellet Corporation and the Mind Sparkle argue. Does Ke have any idea how I'm having peer now? I'm not sure about father. But alert, have to fight grandfather about this. Would that be all pleat with Yoke smile? Ke completely adores me. What? You've quite witty, ha ha ha. Yes, it's obvious how much the head of the Lombards loves from that Herculality diamond. Everyone's been wanting to get their hands on diamond these days, it's impossible to get even small. One look that diamond hairpin key bullet fop his granddaughter. It's incredible, yes, fiercely greedy. Give already sent him diamond. Least twice this size, on top of that I know he sent someone secret to buy more accessories, he brought whole set, he was born crown prince who already had everything he wanted. Even before he became the emperor, but he's still greedy, I guess that pretty amazing its own way. I'm embarrassed to tell that this isn't from grandfather fight. Is it from Callahan? Then not, it's from Sip Clerical. Archie Clerical Pellet from the Pellet Corporation. Is he still teaching, you think, after Ke left the House of Lombardy? Yes, your majesty. I see how Ke cherishes you as student. Ke must be incredibly, yet Ke still takes good care of Yoke. He does take good care of me, so I've been watching and learning many things from him. Yes, that's the best way to learn. Hi. What's this? That's bring jest. A diamond brooch. Look the size of this thing. How could have something like that? I gave Kim that brooch as bit B. Prince Perez, they seem to be very interested seeing gift to Yoke, don't give them better look. What are you waiting fop? It's you chance to bragi. Oh. Greed and jealousy are oozing out of their pores. Ha. You've got great friend Perez gown. You've too kind Yoke majesty. The Empress and Astana don't own any diamonds. Yet the Agenesis put several orders, but I kindly moved them to be the last on the list myself. Unless they pay other nobles extra to guy their diamonds, they won't get their hands on one lentil later. If things happened according to the original plot, the para mine would have gone to her family. And that diamond would have also gone to the Empress and Astana me. It's all mine now. I'm dying to tell them this. Keep. Don't have something like this, you house, do you? Family. He's been siphoning off pretty be amounted of money. It's strange how he was never caught. I asked Clerical to die around lesbian after the banquet. That yes, someone would have found these appealapities if they looked into it closely, but I'm slope. No one thought of suspecting lesbian. Because he's the son-in-law of the Lombards after all. Who would have blessed that member of the family was taking the Lombardy assets besides only those who are the inner circle would be puzzled. This appear from the outside that there isn't any problem. Calendar ara resezaf dead van keenest. Ha. Lesbian has been married to Lombardy for years. How has he been stealing from us online this entire time? I don't even want to think about it. Is. And lesbian said like to come see me. Too, he said there's something he wants to discuss. Good. Do you think Ki found out you've on to him? Ki asked me person on the day of the banquet, so I don't think so. Shake. Yes, planning something. What? The para mine was supposed to the Anginus. But we took it from them, so I guess what's on his mind. But oh, how about real estate? Did Ke purchase any new homes lately? There's house that was transferred from the Lombards to lesbian about half year ago. It's little odd that there isn't any proper paperwork about the process. It is the house Ke gave that woman. But that's not possible unless someone charge of real estate fop the Lombards was involved. Who could it possibly? Oh. If it's someone who knew what lesbian was to didn't report, it is most have been viewed. How dare he? Funky. I chosen Vise would least cherish his own family's assets. Does Ke already know about lesbians? Infidelity too. Nov yes, someone like Vise would do even worse things if it benefited him. Ke never changed like father like son. Wig mumble. Like father like son, ooh it's nothing. Then ahead and meet vesting. Let's see what Ke has to say. Yes, I understand. And if lesbian. Look lock. Sip Clerical. Have blessed send them in case. It's been some time. Clerical. Welcome vesting. Bahai I would have made time fop long about Ke can plan few hours after response, yet he's acting. If doing me favor, please come this way. I guess lesbian hasn't caught on yet. Should I feel believed? Sip. Even if you came you couldn't have seen me. Plus I would have been too to talk to Yoke. What did you so we? What brings you here today? I family. This family. Were once mere employee of the Lombards. How dare act so arrogant front of me? Launch. Damn it, but I'm the one who needs his help now. Ahem. I decided to visit you today. About someone I saw the banquet. There was someone who didn't seem to have anything to do with the Pellet Corporation. Oh, you mean Lady Maria Patron? Hesitant. It's just as Lady Florentia said, she knew exactly what was on Avastan's mind. How lone have known shit. I don't think that's what's important right now. Then let me ask again. Just what were you thinking? Were you trying to make Channel ill, shocking her? Cheating on his wife, yet you're using her well-being as excuse to criticize me. I just thought be nice to restore on part 1 filled. She'd probably want to see the banquet too. She just not here from the territory. I'm sure it's been difficult. Fop helped to make friends run. He knows lot more about Maria than I thought. How? Well, having attended the banquet of the century, should help keep with that aspect quite bit. He sounds prideful, yes, right? Maria did say she was acquainted with the daughters of the Diet nobles from the banquet, which led her to be somewhat of stable position their social world. I thought you were to thank me, Pulp. As friendly Bestruque, he doesn't seem to be critical of relationship with her either. So you sent invitation to be nice to her, Nov, give scene and learned lot of things from years of working fop the Lombards. To tell you I think even more highly of you even since I found out about and Lady Maria Patron. What do you mean? To summarize, I guess I found it well deserving. I knew it clerical be tired of the Lombards to work. We definitely hard to stomach after while. Is that you broke away from them clerical? Not well, I bless you say that behind it. Eat wise decision, I'm almost jealous. You've of great talent, I recognized it from the Lira mine deal to this makes things easier to move along. I plan to claim independence from the Lombards soon. Well, I was hoping help me claim independence. I'll return to after separating from them. I'm sick and tired of the Lombards already. It won't be easy to divorce Lombardy without legitimate reason. I'm sure you'll also have to pay Lee amount fop alimony. Oh. I've already thought of plan with all the mental suffering I've ended from dealing with them. They're the ones who should be paying me allow. Anyway, you don't need to poppy about me, would I dopey about yoke, you shameless cheater. So what did need help with? It's about the Lira mine, I mean the diamond mine. How about give the mining pieces to the scholars? Oh. Lady Florentia. You're always pierced, you're the hope and light of the Lombards, I'll follow forever. Not ill need to give it some thought. Please take you time you trust there. All I mean is that it's too big of matter for me to decide on the spot now. Don't we meet again few days? I think I give cleared answer then. I'll need to ask for Lady Florentia's intention about this. I understand. I hope you'll carefully consider offer not. Huh. Yes, definitely not easy to deal with. I need the mining lights to the diamonds for me to leave this wretched place week. When did you come home vesting? Damn it. Shanksy, I didn't know where Tilda we need to talk. Bunch. This has been going on for the past several months. She started to ask me about their nights I spent away from home and question I was spending much time with her brother viewed. She started giving her opinions about the Lombardy's mining business too, though it had always been domain. When did she start getting like this? Yes, it was paid after Maria left Schultz and moved closer to here. No way. Does she know anything about us? Smile. What is it this time? If it's about not coming home yesterday, You bring the transaction records of old mining business underscore? Her hands on them. Did she look through them already? If that's the case, she must seen traces of money being siphoned away from the Lombards. I'm soppy I didn't ask fop your consent before getting involved. You work. I understand this might upset yoke. I had to see it fop myself ever since the day I overheard conversation with the head of the Duran build. Give never had single peaceful moment heart. It became worse after heaping the news that the Lombards failed to win the Para mine. The action. Had it not been for the Pellet Corporation's unexpected involvement, all the iron buried the mine would have gone to the Benares as promised. Yes, I had to accept it. Husband is helping enemy family of the Lombards. Give been digging what he's been after, and these records are the result of investigation. You explain what's going on here. Vesting. Maybe had person couldn't tell me. Maybe it's something I understand if I hear it. These are all confidential records. How did you shouldn't have had access to these without consent? Oh, that's Pierce Lombardi yourself it. The direct family members of the Lombards deserve the right to be involved the family business. Whenever they west anyone who becomes Lombardi marriage can't exercise the same piety. So what is it that you want to tell me, Channel? How could be confident right now? It looks like you've been taking away clear amount of money from family this whole time, it's all pie. There how could still. Belsh. I did it fop. Fop. It's not over yet, I still have way out of this. I use this foolish woman's heart, hear me out, Channel. It's all because I love you so. I family. Channel, I married despite the humiliation of not being able to give own children last name. Yet you family continued to degrade me as well as the house of all I wanted to do was to make the house of worthy of being associated with the else of Lombardy. Stealing from how to think I felt I had no other choice. Family has financially supported you since we are not married, isn't that enough? Lay. Expected me to be content with the mere few. 1,000 gold threw us out of sympathy, you've righted, it's true that I sent some of the Lombardy's money to the house of without anyone's knowledge. That money is nothing to you family, it was all so you and I could find way to be happy on old own. How could say it was nothing? Regardless of the amount, it belonged to the Lombards, it's not to decide where that money goes. With him, I still. No one noticed the money missing all these years, doesn't that prove it is meant nothing to the Lombards? It was desperately needed for the house of. So the fact that I'm Lombardy was the problem, maybe he's just another victim of birth. I won't tell father about this least fop now. I can't allow doing this anymore. And about the money that's been sent to the house of Far, we'll consider it loan from family to holes. Make sure it's paid back to no matter how long it takes, mod of corpse Channel. I'll do anything you say. What are you thinking, would I pay that back out children they their father? I know you've busy with work, you should come around mope often. Least to see the twins vesting. Take. Still so arrogant. She didn't even flinch while being so condescending, she's so cold that it gives me skills. She doesn't even feel manny. Isn't that? Let's see how longer you be so high and mighty. This family. Tiara. What ape we're doing today, should we book of make flower crowns like last time? I'm going to see the twins spy. It's their day off, so the twins should become instead of training. This darn kid's his energy level has no limit, guts play wets. Iron. They're the only ones that I know who could handle this energetic donkey. I'm sure tell have on their own if I throw crane them to play with weak. Puke, but answer. What's going on? We're oh not what do we do, it's so expensive, I'm soppy water tilde water. Please have mercy. I'm soppy Madam Shanksy, isn't she one of the head maids charge of the main building? She's always been stern and uptight. After years of working for the Lombards, give never seen her look so scared. Whatever happened here, we'll find that necklace no matter what it takes. Necklace, if it's Auntie Channel's necklace, it is. I'll find the maids who cleaned the bedroom this morn, Nelly. It's fine, I think I most have misplaced it. Pardon. I just remembered wearing it few days ago when I went out, I'm slope I lost it somewhere then nice. That's impossible, that Sophie necklace was her late mother's heirloom, everyone knows how Aunt Channel cherished it, she only wore it on very special occasion. There's no need to make people suffer, do you understand? This isn't something to just be glossed over, this house is filled with precious jewels that most people won't even glimpse their entire lifetime. Missing single piece should be met with strict punishment. Tau if of the house servants ever stole anything that belongs to the fall, the first step would be to ransack the maids' quarters. If the missing item was still not found, the suspected servants would then likely be tortured until they confessed. She lets it this easily. You may leave. Thank Yoke, thank Carbo. Should I leave too? But, Verdant. I don't think Auntie should be left alone. Peer now. Hick Alum. Pose. Tia. Shake. Mother. Let's come back next time to play sure. Kick. Pluses. Grandpa. I don't know. I felt like I heard Grandpa telling me to follow him even though he didn't say word. Do you know Channel's that heartbroken over missing necklace? I heard Grandma gave it to her before she passed away. I'm slope it's very important to her. I'd be sad too if something valuable to me went missing. You understand how Sake feels. You have good girl Tia. Natalia especially loved Channel. She was her first child and the only daughter. Natalia handed Channel that necklace the moment before she died. She has the power to do everything it takes to find something so important to her yet. Grandpa. Was there anything else Grandma left Kerf something could always have on like that necklace? Smile. If this family, its opinion. I think Flint Channel really cares about keeping the peace old family. That be she didn't want to valise any trouble. This is conclusion after wondering Channel went through divorce previous life despite losing much. I'm sure Aunt didn't want to speak the peace of the Lombards because of her marital problems. She took responsibility for the sake of the Lombards and the twins without ever knowing that. Lesbian had another woman. It was foolish yet kind decision just like Channel herself. So maybe if Flint Channel not another heirloom from grandmother help fill void of the missing necklace little. I do have few of Natalia's rings left. That's wonderful idea Tia. I should check Natalia's jewelry box pleat away fun. How are so smart ha ha ha. This family. Caramel Avenue. Silk. Delicious really love old cake. How could I not? I also feel peace whenever I come where Thai is that so. Yes I feel like I'm secret hiding place no one else knows about use. There's no need to stare I'm saying stare. Fop today could I get 2 boxes of desserts adults would like you could also wrap them please I'd like one of them to be sent to the Pellet Corporation. Today the day Lesbian said he'd PETN. I'm sure Erevan's taking care of everything as I told him. This is little bit Fop clerical since he's been working so hard and as Fop the other box. I'll give it to Channel. Who been looking so sad after losing her necklace yes, I understand moment please. To how nice this new cake tastes amazing too ha 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 color. You've joking right? Who's that she making so noise public place like this? Darn. What's that woman doing where I'm losing appetite? Pile Pula. What does it don't bet lip don't come this way back. Greetings lady you have Lady Dementia Lombard Aunt Yoke smile. I should be awarded the best child of the years just fop holding myself back from pulling her hair out. Yes that's correct. Oh I think we met the recent Pellet Corporation banquet. So oh ho. Maybe banquet that size was a bit too fop yon lady like you since you don't seem to remember me. Such. I even personally met with the head of the Lombards I look her dance. Sees name dropping grandpa to bray front of other ladies. Thai were that, do you remember me now? Glow level noble who didn't know her place and spoke to grandfather directly. How stupid. I thought she just didn't know how to pick out the right man. But she can't head people all. She couldn't figure out the fact that I'm not the type for her to treat me like fool despite how little I am someone who's got suck terrible sense of the room will end being laughingstock. Inc. Trial social world of the capital city's nobles the ladies surrounding her are all the same. They're just having some with low-level noble from the countryside who doesn't know her place what? Waste of time. Quarter you done talking I should bet back to thinking about something or what? I seeing things flunk. Urual. Not that's impossible but that necklace is. I'm sure of Tit's necklace. That necklace you've wearing are. Oh, isn't it pretty it must be nice enough to attract Lady Lombardi's attention fidget. Have no idea how many other ladies complimented me fop having such excellent taste. Yes it's beautiful to necklace all piety it used to belong to Madame Lombardi passed down to her eldest daughter. It's incredibly valuable. Too valuable to be hanging on you neck. Where did you bet it Merc? Oh. It's not something you could with money fry didn't you say someone important gave it to you as gift? They yes it was birthday not too long about what did she just say someone gave her that necklace? Amuse. Do you mean? You lover gave it to you as bit lady patron yes he said it's very special piece that's been passed down his family fop generations. He's out of his mind vesting you bastard. Even monster living the forest would die of illness after eating filthy bastard like Yoke. You stole your wife's keepsake from her mother and gave it to Yoke. Stress, how could you do something like that, you terrible man? Based on the way she's acting, I'm certain she doesn't know that it belongs to Channel. No matter how dumb and absent-minded she may be, there's no way she'd walk to me with the pick of getting recognized me if she knew it belonged to the previous Madam of the Lombardy. That means lesbian muster lied to Maria Patron about where Ke got it too. We're not able to spend a lot of time together, fop, the time being he does out of his way to make me feel loved, giving me special gifts like this Ank. Sure, whatever, what liar. The person he's not spending time with is because he's married with 2 kids. You're not love. You're having a fair giggle. Look, her laughing her head off, completely sure that I'd have no idea about their relationship here. Front of me. Channel's niece and Lombardy myself, jut you. Lady. Oops, is. Mistake. What did ill compensate you, fop, that dress, since I accidentally ruined it? Do know much this premium dress from Callahan's clothing store. I'll give you one as compensation, we get it paid now. Our jut pose. I get to wear dress that easily costs over few hundred gold grins. Well. If you insist, hook, line and sinker. Exercise me, lady, may we come along to fight. Be blessed, the more, the merrier to spread this news, cav. That's paint. Lesbian isn't the only one who should be punished. You look forward to it, Lady Maria Patron. It'll be unforgettable day, fop, Yoke. If this family. What did say bold? Yes, that's Pierce. I expected to demand payment, fop, the mining paints. That's absurd gold. Aren't being too greedy, breed. You're the one who's stealing. I need to be patient, I must follow Lady Florentia's plan. This is secret, the pellet corporation isn't mine. What do you? How could I have enough capital to set corporation and buy mine all on own? I found many investors. Of course. They're the ones who set the price, fop, changing the mining company. What could I do? Then how long could give me? I need the money today. That's unreasonable. How I supposed to prepare that Kobe of amount today? We decided that the investors should only meet once a year since everyone's so the next meeting happens to be tonight, slut. Still, all that money today I can't. What disaster. I've been heroin to bet the mining rights because I won't need to live with Channel anymore after that, but gold, that's the entire amount. Give been siphoning off from the Lombards. I can't brine such huge amount cash right away. How about getting loan, aka loan? Isn't that easy to do with you credit from the Lombardy bank? You have Lilac Lombardy's son-in-law out this fire first, and I'm sure you pay off the loan no time with portion of the proceeds from the diamonds you mine. Won't have any problem paying, fop it, that's true. Otherwise you'll have to wait another year if you this opportunity. Ale, I can't do that. Ill to the bank now, then please wait, fop me where I do have another appointment. Sleep, that's fine. Yes. Here's the confirmation for told loan name from the Lombardy deserves ass. Are we done now, me? Yes, I'll make sure the investors receive this money. The deal's done. I had to take out loan since it's such huge amount. That's no problem as long as I bet the mining lights. Being Lombardy's son-in-law sure comes handy time like this. If this family. Out plus guy. I really just pick any dress I want. Wow. I like this one. Look, her picking out the most expensive one that could be worth 10 times the dress she's wearing. Now not sure. Make preparations, fop, Lady Patron, so she could take her time. Chanel, wow, khaki, is that you, Tia? Single proud. Lot, grandpa, dad, what are doing with Tia? We would have come earlier if told be keep. I wasn't planning on it, all things turned out that way. I'm totally lying, of course, Beam. I already knew these two were scheduled to come today. That's I brought Maria Patron where to see we. Are they with Yoke Tia? They're not exactly her a group, puzzled. I accidentally spilled juice on Lady Patron's dress. I wanted to buy he new one, so I invited her. And keep friends, is that all, piety, dad? Ooh yes, of course, anytime chance. Rinse. I was a bit sad as this is dress I like, it's fine. Oh ho. Well, I should on the new, excuse me. Yes, one could come closer, fop, moment, let me take look that necklace you've wearing. Would Grand Calcite spilled her drink on Yoke dress, did she squeeze? Yes, it was small accident. I apologize on her behalf. Top tiers, no need yoke grace, she's already lying me dress fop it. What bold lady, she speaks with her head kith even when she's talking to me, but she keeps averting her eyes out of fear she can't kid that see one of many who wish to be confident. Don't have what it takes, fly a fleet. I understand well, do you mind answering next question honestly B, and what would that? What kind of relationship do you have with son-in-law? Via pardon. Didn't you say the Pellet Corporation banquet that you two are from the same town? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and give opportunity to come clean now. I really don't know what mean CUPW. Not think again, hesitant Hessian shake. I asked you about the nature of the relationship between you and vesting son-in-law. You should come with better answer than that into of trying to dodge it. I whole amen. More importantly, the necklace you've wearing used to belong to late wife Shisake. That's impossible. Be mistaken. I have no idea what you were told. You'll find Natalia Lombardi's initials on the back of the pendant. Ran. NHA. Ah, if it's too difficult, I'll give you some choices. You could be sent to the capital SG map force fop, speaking into house and stealing that. Lop could tell me honestly about your relationship with lesbian Schultz. That's what have I gotten myself into? I thought he was joke lesbian, always degraded him and would call him obey. I thought the head of the Lombards was too stupid to know that lesbian and I have been stealing his money under his nose up. Was I the stupid one? If it's too fop you to tell me everything now, least tell me this one thing. Murmur. Was it lesbian who gave you that necklace, knob? Callahan, take Tia with yoke, we're going back home. UBS, yes father. You've coming with, of course him. Sorry, please forgive me. I'm slope, you wouldn't have felt bad if we're never caught. Better come with us when I'm asking you nicely. Yes. Guy. This is the place. If this family. This family. Lesbian gave it to me. He said it was passed down through generations, the house of Schultz. Give been seeing Kim despite knowing that Ki has a wife and family. I'm so dopey. H how underscore. Fop how long? 7 years. 7 for 7 years. Tilda tremble. Maria. What took you so? What are you doing? Kier underscore. This is friend's house. Please let me explain channel. I know it's the perfect situation fop you to misunderstand you. Me don't yoke channel. Hair. Ah. I completely understand now. He's not the I had sworn to be with for the rest of life. Lesbian, you no longer have home to come back to. Shag Shanksy, wait Dan, it's time like this. If I don't fix this, the money I owe the Lombardi bank is. Pile, hold on channel. Listen to me puddle. Gilolo matron, what are two doing here? Step aside fop moment, I need to speak to whole mom, stay back. We won't let you mother anymore. Giddy. Cop stop. After that incident, channel told lesbian that she wanted divorce. Unlike previous life, lesbian and Maria patron were punished. Lesbian was imprisoned after his embezzlement of the Lombardi's money was exposed. Even after Ke finishes his sentence, the bold Ke borrowed from the Lombardi bank and the added interest will be waiting fop Kim. The House of was not exempt from being punished either. The House of Lombardi took back all the investment it gave, which left the House of with nothing. Grandpa pressured the aristocratic council and completely erased the name from the list of noble families. I heard they even gave their land and went to their relatives' place somewhere. That's none of business. It was channel I was worried about. She hadn't stepped foot outside of her room for almost months since that day. Give been showing were every day using the twins as excuse, but I couldn't see channel's face view. Vesting that piece of trash, Arab. Oh. It's Yoktia. Ulm were ape going, I'm on way to work. I decided to the Lombardi mining company starting today I should pick the Lombardi family business. From where it was left off, smile. The twins ape inside, you play with them if like. Okay Pat. Back. She felt like giant that day with her head held high. She didn't seem to care about what others might think of her. She felt like the channel that always knew. And soon life petered back to normal. I visited the Pellet Corporation 3 times a week to receive reports. F.A. And spent the best of time seeing Perez the Palace or hanging out with cousins. Boa. How about purchasing wheat from the south? Was that done successfully? Yes, the Seesaw region and the southernmost areas the empire happened to have bountiful harvest, which allowed to bet good deal this year's. The unprecedented level of good harvest the south this year is same as I remember Nov. Stare. Were Yoke already aware about what? That the south would have good harvest this year's you he's too happy ha 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 what I profit how? Could I have known that? But the way responded seemed that's because I knew Yoke Violet and all the other competent employees of the Pellet Corporation would do great job. He's definitely not soft spot fop compliment smile even. I should give clerical some time to calm down. That aside, Violet, have you looked into the red build? Yes, I couldn't find anything notable. I apologize, that's not whole for Violet, it's not exactly active guild to begin with. She shakes. I didn't expect much when I gave her the order anyway. I'm slope, it was a lot of work to bet this result. Thank Yoke Violet. Oh. Smile, you do everything so perfectly. Whenever I ask Fop something that I'm sitting were bored these days. Ooh, please don't mention it, it'll work even harder. Smile embarrassed. Clerical sounds so determined and clerical. Val. Yes, Lady Dementia. I think Lapel brought gift from kept Rip to the east. Send someone to her residence later to pick it. For the past few months Larry has gone on lone trip out to the east where her mother Madame Dillard is. She bolts gifts Fop me father and clerical. I'm sure it'd be hard for her to give her gift to clerical with too many eyes watching. They half siblings, but the public doesn't have any knowledge about clerical and the house of Dillard. Not yes, I understand. He says they practically complete strangers, but me. When will clerical realize that Ke actually cares about his sister lot more than he thinks? Ahem. Ta. The day's so nice out today, it was good decision to take walk around the garden before going home. After the storm of Avistan's betrayal and Channel's divorce, past home found peace again. Mama. Well, maybe it's little too peaceful. So much so that I've been little boy own. Highs in. What is it this time? This family. Wait, that voice is I? Russell. What? Sitting here crying #UK, we. Titty and wop. Map. That's Pierce, just it all out, huh? Nothing will stop this tears anyway. Runway. What's got him so worked? Oh. Isn't that the book I lent yesterday? But it flips all beat, it looks like someone even stepped on it. Alp. Crane, what happened to the book? Well. Him soppy cause sob. I didn't particularly love this book. Of anything I bought it to give to Crane anyway. It doesn't matter that it's mess now. What concerns me more is the footprint on Crane's skirt, which looks the same as what's on the book. Its size suggests it was adult who did it, not someone around Crane's Abe who did it. It was Bello, Bello? I knew, yes, been oddly quiet lately. Ke kicked this tiny child, this is just too much. Be honest and tell me exactly what happened. Crane, I was the book myself then. Then Hikes Bello came and Sniff asked whose book it was, so I said sob you gave it to me then. So you were all yourself when Bello walked to Yoke, then Ke ripped this book apart when told him I was the one who gave it to Yoke, yeah? Bello, you puissant. How could Ke bully his own cousin? See? Well, Ke used to beat me pretty badly previous life too. I bless Ke could do the same to Crane who's much younger. Isn't Snap? What about Yoke brother? What was Stalin doing? Ke just stood TP hesitant. That idiot, his own little brother not beat hesitant. This tiny one was trampled on while tying to protect the book. But his older brother was watching him take beating. I'm sure Crane was sad, but that's enough. Crane, stop crying, stop cup. How do you think this is worth? Crane, I'm not slope. Swap. He's never bought anything outside were before, so it's understandable that Ke has no sense of money. I bolt this book. Fop folk silvers. How is your allowance? Months 1 gold. Laurels and Pallet must be giving him portion of share that's more than enough to new book, so one. And give it to me. Apologize if you feel bad about it too. That there's no need to get over something you could just replace with money, do you understand? It's important to protect what you cherish yourself most of all runs. I should make it. Listen Crane, you've Lombardi, very good Lombardi that. Lombardi doesn't sit down and key when something makes us made, we take revenge. Revenge, that's let revenge. And we make it. Good, how could he do this to Crane? I won't leave that bastard Belleau alone. I'm expert cleaning Belleau and Stalin's messes, I'm confident no one knows those two more than I do. You've still too young, so I'll take you revenge this time. Oh, next time you can't just let someone beat you like this, all plenty. Not yes, got it for. Good now, Grandpa Annam. Oh ho. You knew I was here, Garasev. I have favor to ask Grandpa. She seems very upset on. Please allow me to take Crane outside fop bit. That's all want not. Granules, I thought she'd ask me to discipline Belleau. All Grandpa's could do to Belleau is scared him, yelling of ban him from going out for week or so. That's not even close to the punishment he deserves for doing this to Crane and lining book. Like I just promised Crane I'll handle Kim myself. Where do you plan to boy? I'll treat him to some sweets. Gumbo ahead, let's Crane I'll take somewhere nice kip. Caramel Avenue. Were this lot and grow tall so you look down on someone like Belleau, say keel yes bag. Good jog. You'll end being very tall later unlike Belleau. What do you mean you won't extend old monthly lease? That sounds like Rate's voice kick. Didn't hear me, that means I need your shop out of here, the contract is until next feel. Besides it was agreed that I could shop here for least 10 years, yes that's what father said before Key passed away. I never agreed to something like that. Still it's only been 2 years since we opened the store here, we're barely getting settled and now. I already told you that has nothing to do with me. All. How could father went out this amazing building such low price? Amble. Increase old went, please reconsider Haas. You seem like yon man don't always they to take the easy way out life. The easy way out's had. He's saying that as if he wants to lecture Bates. It looks like KE just inherited this building from his father who passed away. I heard this bakery's incredibly famous, I was wondering. And it looks to be because of this great location. What did you after? We're the middle of old business helps now, let's set date and time to talk later. I to Yoke House. Wave, not that's not necessary wave. There's nothing more to discuss, get ready to vacate the building once old client lease is done. Haas angle. We've started recovering old investment now that Woodrow_mouth has spread, but KE wants us out all of a sudden roll. Excuse me. Could I have 2 moat pieces of the same cake here, meal? This family. Maze. I didn't order this, it's on the Olsen. Oh. You shop about to get kicked out, yet you're giving away as good fop growing child. Oh. Yes, I can't remember the last time someone really treated me like kid like this. Father, cousins and even Clerical and Violet who are employees, everyone around me treats me like I'm half full. Hey. They're well aware of the fact that I'm no ordinary kids, but Bates should know that too. Pow of well. Thank Yokil, enjoy it? Please. Fight. He doesn't have poker face. I'm so hold still Crane, let me wipe around Yoke months. Nance. Sure. I heard that family has lie debt. The 3rd son of the permit house is cheating with relative from the west, told me. Bo. So? Actually. No way. Yes, like cat store cat that pretends to mind its own business but perks its ears to listen to everything around it. Key really? Is terrible keeping poker face? This family. Whop not to not. What's wrong with temporarily lowering the tax rate of those affected the drought? We need to kelp then this. In Kelpie the people you're trying to kelp the nobles the east, he's plenty the eastern section. Already benefited from being tax exempt during the last Robert. You've asking fop the same benefit again? You've just being greedy mop merriest. Well this year's dialect is worse than the last, what else could we do? They should sell their property and figure out way to pay fop their taxes. The empire's finances a mess because of the tax we no longer receive from the Eastern Palion. Aren't aware of this already? It's true that the national treasury has depleted little, it's not that bad of state. It's not to the point that we squeeze money from the Eastern reckon. That means the other precious work twice as hard to make FOP their share. Do you know how big of loss that is? The East is being selfish. Selfish? I watch your months who never. Should the Eastern Pelion be exempt from paying tax this year's everyone's so worked and there's barely anyone from the East where it's just fight over pride between those who the Agenesis and if their taxes be exempt no matter what none of the houses were that oppose it should have to pay any more to cover. For them that's place nonsense. It makes perfect sense to me this problem should be solved whoever wants tax exemption without burdening anyone else clubs. That's not how taxation works. Saying much either not lot of nobles on side came today major twos. If we start to discuss other items on the agenda like this, I'm sure things won't the way I want. I need to drag this out as long as I so the other items will be pushed back to the next meeting. Now. Well, never find any solution no matter how we Adele about this were today. These idiots don't stop talking all once just because Lilac said something. You've insulted the entire aristocratic council. Apologize. I spoke too abruptly. I didn't mean to come off so ask, but I get him to stop talking all cost. I meant to say that we should listen to His Majesty's opinion after all the tax we're discussing to pay less of more of belongs to the Emperor. Bozam. Now how about we move on to the next topic on the agenda rule. The end I lost to Lilac Lombardy. I feel like I've hit enormous wall. No matter how hard I'm not sure how I'm supposed to report this. Not Yoke Majesty, the head of Antennas is Ki Mum. Gula. Haas. Greetings, grandfather. You Highness, I wasn't aware you were Kia. I knew Ke took after his mother's side lot, but he's looking more and more like the Empress when she was little. It's as if he doesn't have drop of veins blood him. AFI had no choice since I have incompetent grandfather Arno. I apologize, father. Yes, Yoke Majesty, I keep another diamond vein was found the Lyra mine. Iris, that right? Is that light? Do hear yourself. I wank. If you only took care of what I told to do that mine those diamonds. They would have all belonged to the agent's house. Bet Loti, bet out this instant. Kill. Grandfather. Yes, Yoke Highness, I'm ashamed you witnessed what just happened. It's fine, forget it. How is it with the request I asked of you last time? All. You mean purchasing private land FOP yourself under different name? This could be risky. The imperial law states that Prince can't own any private land while he's living the palace, and I could be beheaded. FOP treason if I ever get caught doing him this favor. I'm still talking to the Baron of the territory you mentioned. It seems get difficult. He's very close to the Lombards. Perhaps you should look elsewhere. What is this, grandfather? You not even handle this small of matter. This family. I thought I made it simple enough, even could understand it makes the perfect hinting ground. I look FOP other lands that are better suited FOP hunting. Not it is there you her. Ape, you talking back to me? Ki always says that whenever he out of things to say oh and lend. I need to bet me diamond brooch what Keep Majesty wouldn't want you. I obligated to do everything she says. The prince never did anything his mother didn't want him to do. So now. What? I'm not mother's puppet, sure. Next time come to this palace you better brine me the Oyateto hunting ground and book, Layla. Is the prince entering his rebellious teenage years? I don't have good feeling about this. The prince may be unstoppable if he starts to rebel against the queen like this. This family. Closed. He's never responded to request to talk things out. Person, now he wants to see me after business hours. He should show any time now. Cello Cox, current landlord, old unmarried. His father ties with him when Cello was. And he had been living away from the imperial city until Ke returned after hearing the news about his father's passing. The fact that he stayed unmarried FOP so long when the average age to be married the empire is around is noticeable. Tai, not who Ke really is being. He was actually typical troublemaker from noble family with gambling debt of about gold, which was his father cut ties with him years ago. He's also still wanted for conning people out of their money the north under the name Jeff Ritchie. CE his words and actions are too polite to have been brought noble household. KE must have gone around betting into lots of trouble after KE left home. I'm sure KE committed even more crimes under additional fake names. If yes, still on the wanted list, it means the northern nobles who lost their money are still counting the days until yes caught. If anything ill he this against him. I'm sorry Sip Cox must. His father did lot for me, but I can't lose this shop no matter what. Please come in, I've been was Kelly. Smell. Wow. The shop feels different. Alert looks so mysterious. Bates we end. Florentia. Lombard. I own this building as of today or. Size. You've just do really own this building now, Lady Lombardi? Yes, I bolero it. It honestly wasn't that good of deal. Based on the price I paid. Thanks to our new successful diamond business, this spending doesn't even make dent. Besides, I'll prove itself to be excellent investment the future. It seemed like you were difficult position last time. I did bite of research about the I saw you talking to and about Caramel Avenge. You did background check on me, gullet. I wouldn't call it background check, I just didn't want favorite shop to close down. Other matter. Didn't I tell you last time this is secret hiding place? That's I bolt it from that mister. I own this building now. Wow. I never imagined I'd say these words. I own whole building. How thrilling. Them the previous owner was planning on opening another dessert shop. Paid were pardon. I guess Key didn't know that yet. He has no conscience. He probably wanted to trick people into thinking the new business was Caramel Avenge. I even paid hefty sum on top of the market value fop this building. Well, I paid gold fop it. It's few times higher than the market price. Shale did that far to purchase this building. Didn't I tell Yoke I didn't want favorite shop to close down? Ill that can't be the only reason. Someone like wouldn't just with that simple of season. Huh. What do you mean someone like Yoke? What I mean is Lady Lombardi, what did you gather some information about me? Gate. Went. His eyes turned fierce as soon as K.E. heard the word information. Now I get to finally meet the peel bait, not the nice and kind manager of Caramel Avenge. It's fine, I know a bit about Yoke Bates. With its hair past, he's very different from to bait I used. To no previous life, Caramel Avenge was supposed to be gone this year before coming back to this same spot 10 years from now. And around that time I had visited this shop as customer looking fop information about Perez. I prided myself fop knowing how to head people then. But he was too touch and too experienced for me to get good head. All we knelt to tell you the truth. I also know that this storefront isn't simple dessert shop. Caramel Avenue is guild of informants that secretly buy and sell information, and its leader is none other than this very man. Being guild master is Rate's hidden identity. But this is all I know about him. I was half bluffing when I told him there are things I know about him. Caramel Avenge was and is very secretive place, and people only knew word of mouth that KE was information merchant, so I really know nothing more than the fact that KE operates this guild. The same goes fop this building. I still don't know KE opened the shop again the same location 10 years later. I only assume that this must be very meaningful place fop Bates. I have no idea what you mean. I guess you've skier than I thought. This isn't about being. How Key be so? Transparent. Key definitely seems softer than that bait I remember. Wait minute. Just how good is baited gathering information? Information accumulates over time. Caramel Avenge has barely settled so in. I want to test how good KE really is. I'm slow paying monthly rent is quite burdensome planning this shop meal. He's still cautious. Then how about this? Don't you really look into whom I am and if I like the result? Won't need to pay went fop full years aka whole years. What do you say? Isn't it enticing offer? This family. I bet yes untrailed. KE could save entire year's worth dent. Look into Yoke. I'm just owner of dessert shop. I have no idea what you mean lady. So that's how want to play this. Fine then. That's unfortunate, would have saved loads of money fop year with this opportunity. But if you're still willing to consider offer, I'll see again same time next week. I imagine what his face looks like left alone the shop. Tia, are you ready for? Let's Huey, are they rushing me so annoyed? If you keep making noise like that I won't get. Gasp. Soppy. Me you three bet along so well, are you making of me? Of course not, I really mean it lady. I saw how Yoke brothers treat Yoke Larry, Root, but being the youngest sister with 3 older brothers, Larry grew completely loved them. Give seen the dullards gathered one place before and they clinic-like family that comes textbook warm and always laughing that might be clerical's presence. The family stands out as huge flaw comparison. Single quote. You've all ready to now. Wow, how cute Spiv, you've so cute I want to take bite out of Yoke. Seem to be getting alter all of a sudden these days, he's plenty stop getting so pretty Tia. What's gotten into them? Their heart. Lady, it's troublesome how cute you've been getting lately. Shallows. You think so? That's strange. I look the same, eyes dance. But these 3 are looking me bit too intensely willy. Are we going of not let's got, I'm sure love it Tia. Stable the Lombardy estate. Whoa. This place is Clee for 2 so zoo, this is where the nobles the city keep their horses. They come out were often and race their horses to her. And it's also the place where 2 will start coming almost every day as soon as well, but still seeing is open. Field like this does make me feel refreshed. We side me with, since you don't know how to ride horse yet Tia. Not my safer river than Galliot, ride with me fuck. Your safe rider don't lie, well I'm still better than Yoke, you know I'm piety these 2 or it again. Shag Sable. Ill side with lapel, what? You've too called Tilda, we came all the way, we're imp T. I'm not changing min dim, sure Larry's much safer than troublemakers. Besides I know Laurel's very skilled rider. Wow, 1. Flea. This feels great, this is what I'm. Larry knows how to keep her seat while the horse, and it's rare to have experience like this. Be careful lady, look forward please. How rip is it, isn't it top? Yes, it's nice. This makes me want to learn. Yes, I knew love it Tia. Rip, how about we fop another one. It's fling, I don't really want to, I'm still not used to hiding horseback lees and bottom a sore job throb. Not. Lady Tia shouldn't overdo it since it's her first time, that's enough fop the day, don't we come back another time? Nod, you think no, so that's tried, we can't risk Tia betting. Well the horse is away and come back. Wait fop, keep letting see the lit limb leaves when we get back, sounds good, see you soon. Lady, I need to use the ladies room wipes. I'll see Bailey and Blanc fop bit then super. Bailey and Blanc are the mother and baby horses father gave me for 8th birthday. They were originally the house stable, they were moved recently because Blanc got pretty bee now. And they needed more space. I was little sad that I didn't get to see them often anymore. Today made me realize it was good decision they around and play as they want here. Ohio Vivas should be been too, he's the horse Perez gave me fop 10th birthday. Vivace and Bailey had fling when they were the Lombardy estate before, well he's being good father. Now, I wonder if the whole family's here together, they should be around here somewhere. Well I'll ask someone where they are if I can't find them myself. Where are they? This place too big. Do you know where Bailey the horse is nigh? Well lit, of course they can't answer me. Should I back that way again? Hey Yoke, you look oddly foliar. Who are Yoke? Who's? Sure, kids around the same age speak casually when they first meet each other. But Mace a bit too pled fop that. Who are Yoke? What ha? If you don't even know who I am, I'm Slope, I haven't heard of Yoke name either, I'm Case Antennas. Slut. Another Antennas. Q. This family, sure is around the same age speak casually when they first meet each other. Yes, a bit too pure fop that. Who are Yoke? What ha RFD? If you don't even know who I am, I'm sure I haven't heard of Yoke name either, I'm Case Antennas. Struck. This family, I understand acting like this, I appeared out of nowhere after never showing face. Noble gatherings with people ke grew with he's underscore just underscore being territorial anyway isn't case agents. The grandson of the head of the Dylan build he's acting so prideful when he's from distant side not direct descendant. I guess the house of Antennas is that powerful these days. There you are. T. Give been looking all over fop yoke I didn't know. His. I know that smile she does this when she really doesn't like something. Is everything all Pierce lady smile? Ha, not we asked who I am I see then a so made. And when I told him I don't know who he is ke said ke probably hasn't heard of me either how. Incredibly ride. Out not. Lady is the cutest and smartest the world but she absolutely detests anyone who boasts about their family's states and influence. And it's even worse when they're pled to other people. Not only that he also said he's from the house of accents case accents, was it oh? If yes Anginus, there's nothing I do to save him. Greetings Lady Dillard out. Is she one of yoke customers Lady Dillard had customer? It's true that I'm here as customer since this stable is strictly members only but I'm sure this entire Pelion belongs to the Lombardy. Yes, family's close to hers. And that's not lie either Nov I don't particularly like the fact that someone who's not from known family is roaming around here. He's talking as if he owns this stable I'll give you chance to make fop yoke ride mistake earlier. We happen to be on old way back so we'll allow to come to old party. You've asked me to drink with? Oh, don't need to thank us we're usually this gracious to other people. Didn't you just say I wasn't from known family are suddenly inviting me to party? That's, oh. I was wondering ke seemed awkwardly arrogant ke most have tried to use his family name to make conversation with her after seeing how cute she is one tuna. It's common mistake made. Spoiled noble sons Simon. Huh? What's everyone doing were? What's going on take Lombardy twins? Are they coming this way every noble kid was afraid of the twins because of their brazen personalities and actions along with the fact that they're directly related to the head of the Lombards. Not only that but their family actually owns this stable underscore instead of just acting like it. Gilolo macaroni. These kids just asked me to come to their party. What these Antennas losers did ask out Tia to have with yoke so that's they probably more scared of the twins than street the back alley don't be rude too where are you? Manners. Did she just tell those Lombardy troublemakers to mind their manners? Your Pierce Tia did happen to ask out Tia to have with yoke? Not all of us just romance. Was it yoke I pile able meme? Give just never met keep before so. How dare you gawk her you agents loser you've trying something with old cousin do you wish to cease living? Eek. Stop it too. I'm tired. You've tired Tia let's somewhere warm paid away. Ellie Amble. I guess their downside to not being recognized too. Should I start thinking about debutante? Had another busy day today Bates, oh yes. Thank you fop making desserts all day. You should get some rest worked all day to a Kali 8 Iditarode got her into hate made via Horth E. Then statement tail dealer Delta 010 make Juana Peralta eat Talon Hellet. Ke should be enjoying life his Abe. But he's immersed work every hour he's awake to give never seen him even take break especially after ke started that information business whatever it's called. I'm just few paces that's all. Should home fine. I left you few pieces of apple pie on the shelf you should have some if you get hungry. She wants me to look into her did she think I couldn't woe ute sort to turns NBA I am fault J. Ioshanin e truly tote thriller fuck Katie and pert trait tutela get yours e turret great wit belabor. Ideal ulat katuparu real up lawsuitet turn, art chuala ulaxitan kurta we guru turnbull UCLA. Learn hashtag no e nice 8 va pal tyco kata tip $c can data enter in our meet. Via dole wave you are lea tutet alone ruler just in we totaled solar ATN planet rate leave euro. Sultry. Gathering and studying information and discerning peel valuable information from unconfirmed rumors. And gossip are specialties it's been while since the Lombardy bill started coming and out of shop. And became customers. Order her cakes saying things like from where to there as if she was craving attention Olga. And she even broadest alone clerical pellets the piscine star around Kia. How could I not notice her happy? Besides the only daughter of the famous Callahan Lombardy and Lilac Lombardy's favorite granddaughter. Instincts telling me there's something even more extraordinary about Florentia Lombardy that means. To get true I toss up rules nectar echo quite echo day halo ulcer dol temporary feud shock. Loci use dolari p to we. I should keep divine until I get to the bottom of this. We me. Was I? Who ape yolk? This family. Family. Ellie. Hello Bates. This way please. Don't have any paperwork to show me. I'm capable of memorizing some information. Oh, that's not what I meant frown. Well, someone woke on the wrong side of the bed. But I actually prefer this attitude. Ke must have learned many things about me after looking me. But he's being himself instead of acting subservient. Ow laid late tread. Me shall we start then Haas? Your name is Dementia Lombardy years old you have the only daughter of Callahan Lombardy III. Son of the House of Lombardy nothing notable during childhood other than the fact that Yoke mother came from nomadic family have pretty timid personality compared to the rest of the Lombards but SRI. Starting from Yoke 8th birthday you began to be seen as Poodle the family also began to stand head and shoulders above the third generation Lombards clerical pellets who had been chance of education. The House of Lombardy became Yoke private top. That's all correct cos but that was when you and everything around started to change rapidly. Lilac, the head of the family started favoring you completely. And you father has been making moves entirely new direction lately. Maybe the bored look on face provoked Kim Shove fanned. Callahan Lombardy had practically been recluse fop more than years he suddenly and successfully drew out Clee joint copy textile venture between the Lombards and Incenses. Then few months after that he created brand new revolutionary type of clothing business using ready-made clothes. Since then the Callahan clothing stole has been achieving unprecedented success. This is when I had the question. Was all of that solely based on Callahan Lombardy's own abilities? What do you think Bates? I know it sounds made. I think everything's result of Yoke involvement Lady Florentia Lombardy it. Isn't that to be of leap as you know I'm only that's I said it sounds made that's where every piece of information points to. Of it could be that dad is incredibly smart man maybe Ke never had the 8 opportunity until recently not slew him. I'd believe it if his success stop ended with the copy textile business. What the Callahan clothing stole has been showing is clearly outside his ability. She shakes. Oh you give me example. It expanded to man's and children's clothing going beyond women's dresses and recently premium line. With the concept of limited edition was launched. If this were all planned Callahan himself he would have focused on solidifying the ready-made clothing line. That's what sensibly smart person would do. Is Ke saying I'm not sensible taking that risk and making bold moves could only be done people who have great foresight of know how to general trends snap? Should I keep the pressure on him? Dad has clerical to help too. Yes but fop everything to be clerical pellets work Elvira's ointment that shook the medical wood. Few years ago can't be too explained good fi he knows do about that too. So what's Yoke conclusion? I think Lady Dementia Lombardy under the guidance of clerical pellets has been making impressive achievements beyond what's expected of her ace various areas including the Callahan clothing store. That means there's great potential. Oh, Ke thinks Erevan's been guiding me. That's understandable considering Abe potential. Sure that sounds like good thing. It also means future is uncertain and Bate isn't the type of person who'd entrust his information guild with someone with unverified future. It seems like I've won the bet this time. What? Ke probably was thinking Ke won since Ke found out few things about me. If you're just being briefly and stubborn I'm not being stubborn unfortunately you've hit limit. Yoke ability to investigate. Haas, what is that limit? 1 second clerical, line. Yes, Lady Dementia. What is this he's being to? Respectful to be speaking to is student. I think I need you here to get bait to trust me. I made the paid choice to tell clerical the time and place case I needed Kim were. Said clerical was the one sliding me, right? Yes, that's hard. Let me introduce myself properly this time. I'm Florentia Lombardi, the actual owner of the Pellet Corporation. What? You're the owner? You? That's ridiculous. She's absolutely correct, so that's actually true. It's called the Pellets Corporation. That's name. But she's only year. Isn't that amazing? You mean Lady Dementia Lombard is? She's the let and hope of the Lombards had ha. What about the ready-made clothes that was father's idea? SLQPQISINELY. Were you involved anyway? Not yes I was. You were paid about that Bates. Oh, I knew it. It seems like he needs to be alone for now. I have no idea what kind of thoughts are pacing through his mind. Smile hole able. I see everything makes sense now. Then what about the diamond mine? How did you win it? The action against the Lombards and Angeleses. Should be able to field out the answer if you think about how the Pellet Corporation won the action. The Benaras lost the mine to us. 50 gold are. It hasn't been long since you entered the information business. I think this was definitely enough to prove you worth par Pat. How did you know I was starting information? Busy. Oops, how did think I found out the incenses were going to bid gold? She? Her. KE seems to be betting mad that I know about things more accurately than KE does. How about we make another bet? What about this time, Fro? It's another offer you can't else. Do know what the hottest topic was? The decent aristocratic council meeting grip. It was about who'd take responsibility. Food, the famine, the East. It's FOP the Emperor to decide now. Not he knows about that too. It's extremely difficult to attain internal information from the aristocratic council. What kind of decision do you think the Emperor will make? KE already gave tax exemption last year's. So I think it'd be difficult this time. Be too damaging to the Empire's treasury. Then I bet he'll do the opposite. How about we wager 5 years worth of their offs? 5 years work? Pulp. What if I lose? What do you gain from it if I'm paint? Pass alone. You information to me first. I want to be the first one who gets access to whatever information you collect. The title. Let's do it. I'll make that bet. Mob. Whoa. Whoa whoop. He's back below. Finally returned. After going on hunting trip with Astana for over week. This family. I less you've resting were before leaving again. The birds that berate across the continent every season often come to the Lombardy estate to pest their tired wings after flying all day. This was because there were lots of trees with not many people around. They already pulled out Below's bags, so we're done with preparation then. I know it's his habit to go to the stable first and check the condition of his favorite horse. Just lots of trees. I know Key takes this path to go to the stable, so this is great. Key must be been puke, but cape it piety. It's dragging on the ground back. Ek. It's heavy crane. What's Key making that little kid? Casey. Leather saddle. It's far too heavy. Fop little boy like crane to carry. You want me to beat some more? 9 on hick. True. Crane you huh? Tia. Drop what you've carrying and what are doing were one. Okay. Key what do? Think you're done? Take tea. Based on what I just saw, I'm getting the feeling that whatever I already know is just the tip of the iceberg below. How have you been bullying Crane around on daily basis? Do you want to take his place? What? I chosen KE matured little since yes been keeping quiet lately. Changed KE only went from me to Crane for his target to bully fine half-breed. You cape it. Kulak below, do you not have brain? What? Didn't I make it clear to before? Stop calling me that idiot K. You little wench, I knock you out now that he's had growth. KE wants to brine his physical advantage. Me see if even touch me yo-yo. You can't hit me, know the trouble bet into if did. I bet Grandpa Rollo be the first to yell yoke, and father isn't just the quiet and patient type anymore either. I via fly. Oh, Yeah, neither grandpa not that great father of yours is where. If I take the couple of swings yoke you'd be messed to the point where you can't even to tell on me. Ah. Yes, that's right. These eyes of his I remember them clearly. Whenever he tormented and hit me previous life. He'd laugh out of excitement with those eyes as I cried fear and pain. What they say is paint. Underscore people don't change. Eon. Hi, what's this keep? Ha, how laughable some powder kochi. Shut and just keep taking this all back. Ha's cheap touch. Stop Paul, what the hell are you done? That was all of it. Do you know what that powder was, Bella? Drive, who cares, you do. Don't you take sniff, it's all over you us what? AF. G grain. Oh, you got if it's issel of corn, sunflower seeds, millet, things like that, it's very tasty, smile. The grains are from Seesaw. Do you know how hard it is to find products from Seesaw these days? What? I had to grain from that region recently. I poet handful, especially fop yolk. Did you know that? Stop saying all that crap and tell me what's bone on ale. What do you think it means? It's the perfect feed, fop the birds. That's right, aren't scared of birds. Bello had always hidden his weakness from everyone, yes, terrified of birds. I swum. Take was so scared of them that he didn't even like seeing chicken served meals. Hanoi AF. Where do you think you're going? I've worked hard to trip you into their food. Kayak help Alp. Look, all the different kinds of birds flocking to, and even the birds recognize the highest pated grains from Hershey. Saw cause old care. Watch. Wash threatened to me. Look what happened to Yoke. I bet you've enjoyed watching other people's pain and fear lots of times. How about you own? Did you enjoy it? Hick. If crane like that one more time, I won't let it this easily. I'll make you lose consciousness when no one's looking, then throw you into clear sight of migratory birds. I'll cover you with bird feed paste and tie you to pillar. You got it? Meat case. How refreshing. Below won't be bothering Crane anymore. He's scaredy cat like Stalin. Crane needed someone to protect him. But his brother Stall didn't have enough courage to fight Below. His parents Laurels and Annette were busy looking to bet on Vise's good side. So I had no choice but to step. Good job. I feel like Clee burden has been lifted off heart beyond taking revenge on behalf, as if the past me was also sealed from this experience. Just like Cheney, who had no one to ask for kelp. Little Florentia had no choice to suffer without any power. I'm sure she's exhilarated to see this too. This family